Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury live stream. Friday night in America. It's Friday night in America, and your pontiff is here to help you guys. Guys, what can I say? What can I say? You know what, guys? I think I've been swindled. I think I've been swindled. I've been swindled by Mr. 35% ROI. Yep. See, I had bought the rights to Timmy's Birkin. And what happened was Mr. 35% ROI, Mr. Cars and Chrono, offered me a horsey, a Hermes horsey. And now Mr. Cars and Chrono, he's disappeared. I can't find him anywhere. And I ain't got no horsey. So, guys, we need to start the super chats. And also, what else we need to do is get the PayPal happening. Because I got to tell you something. I've been swindled. That's right, guys. I have been swindled. Swindled. That's right, guys. I've been swindled. And I got to be totally honest with you. It's never fun to be swindled. Swindled or swindled? Timmy, I've been swindled. Okay.
What happened? How you swindled?
Here we go very quickly. Yurt, $5. Pontiff, I sent you a PayPal earlier for the WhatsApp group. Cheers. Thank you so much.
Cool.
The WhatsApp group. That's the way to stay informed. It's got all the gossip, all the guys. Like a little bit of sexy ladies. You like?
We love the sexy ladies.
That's where you go.
Find them. What happened? What happened, Arch? Talk to me. How were you swindled?
I was swindled because Cars and Chrono, he promised. I bought the rights to the Birkin from Cars and Chrono from you. Cars and Chrono then to throw a spanner in the works.
I mean, you bought the rights, but you have yet to pay for the rights.
I'll get you a horse. I'll get you an Hermes horse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Well, look, I
then
mean,
I never heard nothing. He's gone. I
you
never
know, Cars and Chrono. He talks big talk, but does he walk the walk?
big
No, he doesn't.
talk. He's swindled me. So today, I want to get my roommate a
A
horse. You've got one for
horsey.
you. You've got the horse. I want a horse. And
I love the horse.
I'd gladly buy that horse off you.
800 Arch. $800. $800.
I might be able to get a better deal. Guys, we've got to start this kicker today. I'm just showing you how
By the
bad
way,
it is.
Arch,
Just want to
I'm
show
just
you.
really shitted off today. You know what? My neighbor, my dead neighbor,
Yes.
he's got basically the fighters, the police. This is just to show you how the
Yeah.
police in US operates. They
Yeah.
sealed the door, the apartment, which means they just put a sticker on it, and they say
Yeah.
we'll investigate how he died, but we'll do
How
it in
long?
6 months, right? They're not gonna fucking do it now. They're lazy fuckers because they want to get paid, right? They want to get paid for 6 months, but they're not gonna do it. They're gonna do
So how did
anything.
he die? What happened to your neighbor? What happened?
He was just
That's tragic.
old. He was
How
just old
old?
and cranky. You know how these cranky old guys are.
Did your parents own that apartment?
No, no, they didn't. And so they sealed the apartment. And now he's
Okay.
got the phone. He's got a phone ringing for the past 12 hours. It just won't stop. He lives like right the phone is right next to the wall, and the phone just will not stop ringing. I called the police. I said, "Hey, you gotta send someone here to go in and disconnect the phone." And they said, "Fuck you, we're not doing it." I said, "Well, who can do it?" And they said, "Go to court." And what the hell?
So no one's allowed into the room.
No one's allowed to in, but the sound can blast through the wall. It's just annoying, Arch. That's why I'm really pissed off today. Okay, I'm just really, really not in the mood. I just really feel like shit today.
How long has it been ringing? Like 24 hours? What do you mean by it
It's
rings?
been 12 hours. It's been actually been 13 hours now.
Is it still ringing? How come I can't hear it?
No, you can't hear it because of the microphone.
Okay. Can you move the microphone to the wall? I want to hear this
No,
ringing.
it's attached. It's attached.
Okay. How about can you put it on your camera? I want to hear this ringing. I can't hear the fucking ringing.
I know, but I can't hear it. Fuck, it's so annoying. It's so annoying, man. I just been like feeling like shit, and the super chats are dead. I'm doing Tim White. I'm trying to raise money to Cars and Corner had this brilliant idea yesterday to paint my hair white. So we're trying to
Where is
raise
Cars and
funds,
Chrono?
but
Is he
it's
coming on my
dead.
stream?
I don't think so.
Why
He
not?
doesn't want to face the music. He doesn't want to.
Did
He
you
doesn't
send
want
your
to.
audience over to me?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
Let's check price of Bitcoin. Price of Bitcoin. Well, it's going back up. It's going back up. I don't know what to tell you, Art.
Tim,
How
I
were
don't
you
know what.
swindled? Oh yeah, the cars. I
Yeah, I
got it.
told you. I was swindled because
Mr.
he's made all
Zosimo.
these promises,
Yeah.
and guess what's happened, Mister
Well, you know what, Arch? He's coming. He's coming
Mr.
to.
Zoso, Tim Wright, and their viewers just joined. Say hello, hello, humanity.
Hello, humanity. Arch, Cars is coming next Thursday to New York. So I'm gonna have him where exactly I want him. So I'm gonna ask him the tough questions. Yeah.
How's okay? Where's my horse? That's all I want to know. Where
I
is
know.
my horse?
We want Archie want the roommate.
Did he buy
the
that horse
roommate
for you, or you
needs
bought that yourself?
He bought that for me. Yeah.
Okay, so
I think that was just to keep me quiet because he doesn't want to buy the bargain. So he thought he'll be
he
able to
can't.
buy this.
No. He can't get the Birkin. He was big noting himself.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck how much money he has. By the way, I just realized something. I made some inquiries before this show yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You know, yesterday, I finished the show yesterday. Then guess what I did? I went to my dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
I took my Beamer. I'm getting a new fence. And they asked me if this is what happened the day before. I'm getting a new fence. And they said, oh, we need power. Can you please open the garage door so we can get power? Little
Yeah.
did I know they were doing soaring, and the BMW got a thin coat of dust all over it.
Oh.
That's okay. So yesterday it needed a clean anyhow. I took the car over to my dad's place
Yeah.
and we washed both cars, the Beamer
Oh,
and the Mercedes.
you got the footage? The footage?
I didn't actually shoot any footage,
Okay.
but you know how these old. Then what happens is we wash it. Like I had foam, snow foam,
Mm-hmm.
big
Mm-hmm.
meat. Now look at this, just out of interest. This is how
Yeah.
bad it is. Big Meech would have super chatted $50 before.
Yeah.
Now he just sends the message.
Sent the message.
Do,
The sheep.
do you
The sheep.
understand?
Where's the sheep? Where's the meat? Where's the meat sheep? You got it there next to
Well,
you?
well, I haven't, but I mean,
Oh.
for free, I wouldn't. Now, I'm just saying
Well,
this
it's
is
not
how
the
hard
crop
it.
season. It's not the crop season. It's not the right season,
So
man.
anyhow, we cleaned. I snow foamed the car, pre-wash, wash. We washed both cars.
Mm.
We firstly we vacuumed
Mm.
and we attended to any little bit of spray the interior.
Yeah.
Then what we did was after we vacked, we washed pre-washed. We did the tires, then we pre-washed, then we washed, and then we dried it, chamoised it all off.
Oh, the car talk is poisonous, but okay,
And
keep going.
it well, it can't be any more poisonous than what's happened already. And
It's
then you
bad.
know what
Yeah.
happens then? Then
Mm,
I said
mm,
to him,
mm,
your
mm.
paint's dirty. We need to clay bar. This is what they call.
What the fuck is a clay bar?
Okay, so this is so once you've washed the surface, right?
Uh-huh.
You get this. This is a clay. It's called clay because it's like a plasticine, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And you spray a lubricant on the paint, which is like a detailer spray.
Okay.
You spray the lubricant, and then you use the clay bar to get any dust or dirt off the paint.
Yeah.
Because before you wax it, fella, $2. Profile 36-year-old wearing day date pav to gym in New York. Pull
One
up.
second. I'm gonna pull it up. 1 second.
You know what I would
I'm
say?
gonna
Why couldn't see this is a guy, he's no longer, he's lost his money. He doesn't have crypt. Why is he buying the 36? See, pre-Bitcoin crash, he would have had the 40, wouldn't he? Why would he be buying the 36 cam? That's what
No,
I
it's
want to
40. It's
ask
40.
him. No, here. Profile.
Oh,
Ah,
yes.
I think he's a douchebag. That's
Let me
one
show
of
you.
those New York yuppies. Do you have New
Hey.
York yuppies still?
Do you think it gets any more douchebag than this, Arch?
Oh, that is. And what's the matrix? Oh, that's at the gym.
At the
That's
gym. At the gym. What do you think? Does it get any more
What do you think?
douchebag than this?
So this is what they call clay. Clay.
Hey,
I
we
use
got the
clay on his car.
$5 for the horse
$5,
fund,
Don
Arch.
Williams. $5 for
There
the
we
horse fund.
go. Hey,
Hello.
let's add this. So we got $10, $12 for the horse fund. We're gonna add all of these together.
Yeah, we'll add them together. You keep a running total, Timmy.
Well, okay, I'll keep the running
Timmy,
total.
let me just tell
It's
you
gonna be
this.
hard,
Hey, let me say this to you.
Mm-hmm.
So then we spent hours. Then my dad was hungry. We went to Pizza Hut. I paid.
Yes, yes.
We got pizzas, garlic
Nice.
bread.
I
And then
love
we
the
came
pizza.
back, and then we did the clay barred his car because the surface was dirty. That's you can
Yes.
see how dirty. It's quite contaminant.
That does look. Why is it in the
Contaminants.
plastic bag?
Because otherwise this stuff will dry out. You got to keep it in
Oh.
plastic.
Okay. Hey, we got
that's a
a Ken Fresno
then-
5 months member. We got the best
Ken
car talk when Barry's gone.
Fresno. Sorry.
Blah blah blah. Thank you, Ken Fresno.
So
Yeah,
I got to
listen,
tell you,
Barry's gonna murder
I
me
did
for
the clay
this car
barring.
talk.
Then we
Uh-huh.
we polished his car,
Yeah.
waxed it, wax on,
Waxed it,
wax
wax
off,
on,
wax
wax
on,
off.
wax off. And then it actually it came up nicely. I'm very happy. And then I
You're
sprayed the
pleased?
tires with that black to get the tires looking good. It was yeah. So
Wax
what do I
on,
think
wax off. Is that like
36-year-old wearing
lotion?
a day date.
Hey Cam.
Douchebag. What do you think, Timmy? Is that a
What do you
douchebag?
think?
I
What do you
think it.
think? What a douchebag, right?
What a douchebag.
It doesn't.
And
This is like. This is Jim antimatter. This is, you know what? This is a guy that goes in
I
to
mean,
the
if I
gym
saw that in the
to
gym,
look
I
at
would swear
the
that was a fake
girls
date just.
in the
I would swear
Lululemon.
that's a fake date just. I would just swear that would be a fake date just.
No,
but
I
it's
think this
not.
is the guy that goes and sits on whatever. What is this? Bicycle or a
And to think he
treadmill
wanted
and
to
just
buy my
looks.
LV box.
Look, he just wants to look at the ladies in the Lululemons. That's why he goes to the gym.
Lululemons.
Lululemons.
My wife has some Lululemon. It's a bit
Yeah.
expensive, but
I tried to
Lululemons.
put my wife in the Lululemons. She doesn't want to do it.
She doesn't like Lululemons.
No, she doesn't like the Lululemons.
What does
Didn't
she
they
like
make
then?
those watches with Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mickey.
Clay bar. So that's the clay bar, guys. That's the clay bar. I've put the clay bar.
You put the clay
Oh, there's not the
bar
phone. That's the phone
on.
ringing. That's from next door. Is that from next door?
Yeah, that's like from next door. There you go.
What
So
does roommate say
annoying.
about the phone ringing?
Oh yeah,
She
oh yeah,
wants to
oh
get-
yeah, oh yeah.
What did
Yeah.
roommate say?
The roommate fucking hates it.
You know what you do? Why
She
don't you
woke
ring
me
the
up. She
lieutenant
was
at the station? You ring the lieutenant up
yeah.
and you say, guys, I want to speak to you. Speak to the lieutenant. Say, look,
Mm-hmm.
I love you guys. That's how you start the conversation.
I love you guys.
Can you help me?
I need
I
help.
got a guy who died next door to me,
Yeah.
and his phone keeps ringing. Can you send someone down, open the door, take the phone off the hook,
Yeah.
or
Unplug.
unplug the phone, and it's fine.
I mean, I think those detectives should have unplugged it when they were there to seal the fucking thing. No? I mean, what a bunch of morons. Morons.
I'm going to use Max D. I'm going to use that clay bar on the Honda. I'm going to get my son. He's going to practicing. I'm going to use that contaminated clay bar on the Honda because that's.
Hey, is the insurance going to cover the damages?
I haven't even put it in yet. I haven't put it in.
Oh.
I mean, they will, but fuck, I don't even want to think about that. I'm just angry at the moment. Leisure suit Lolex,
Yep.
$2. Start paying Tim to save this sinking ship daily. Look at that. That's Lolex.
Low
Tim.
Hard.
Let me say this to you. Was his
Why
apartment
is
rent
his
controlled?
suit so large?
You know what? That guy.
It was cheap. It was cheap.
Yeah. 'cause
Was
he
it a rent
living
controlled
with-
apartment?
Well, no, I think he owns the apartment. He's so old. He was so old. He was like.
Hey, did you not see that
Ken Fresno
scene? Did you not see that scene in Wall Street?
Which scene in the Wolf of Wall Street?
Sorry, 1 minute. No. I mean original Wall Street.
But read
we'll
this
come
one.
back
Ken
to that.
Fresno, $2.
Ken Fresno, $2. Not their job, Timmy. They have a good union.
So whose
Enjoy.
fucking job is it? So their job is to seal the door, but whose job is it to unseal it? They told me go to the court. I'm like, what the fuck? What court? And when I asked which court, they say you figure it out. What the fuck does that mean?
Just talk to the lieutenant, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna ring them tomorrow in the morning.
Or ring the phone company. Do you know what phone company? he was
I
with?
think that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, okay, so what I'm
Ring
gonna
the phone
do is-
company.
Yeah, but
Just-
I was gonna ring the phone company during, right now, but your ship is sinking here as well. There's nobody's on, Arch. Nobody's on to help you. So I was like, fuck, we gotta help this horse. Let's get the horse fund, guys. Nobody was helping me with the hair fund. By the way, Arch, what are you doing today?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm here. This is my
after
career.
the stream. After the stream.
After the stream,
Yeah.
I
I need help.
was gonna-
help. Can you
need
jump
help
on
with
my
what?
stream for half hour?
I can jump on.
Yeah, for half hour, maybe 20 minutes.
Is it
I
help
can.
if I come on?
Yeah,
I
it'll
can.
help.
'Cause I don't
I
think
can.
anything's helping at the moment. It's so bad, Tim. It's so
I
bad.
know, cactus.
I
It
can-
is so- I can jump on. I don't mind jumping
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
but
I
Just
can
for
jump
20
on.
minutes.
I can jump on.
No, Cam, please don't.
let me ask you. Timmy.
Uh,
Timmy. What's gone wrong? What has happened? Why is
I don't
it
know.
so
That's why I'm
bad?
trying to figure it out. I've been trying to figure it out earlier today. I think you know what? I think everybody. I think it's actually really bad, Arch. I think it's really, really bad. I think it's so bad, Arch. I think the Bitcoin. I think everything. Everyone. You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking? You know what I think, Arch?
No, what do you
I
think?
think
Tell me.
all these guys, they put all their money into Bitcoin right now. They're trying to save it from the precipice because I'm following this. Look at this. Look at it. Past 5 days, the Bitcoin is around 20,000. I think everyone is just putting their money into Bitcoin. They think it's gonna jump to 50,000. All these delusional fantasies, they're all putting everything they've got into Bitcoin to prevent it from collapsing into nothing. But I don't think it's helping. Fella. Super chat.
Okay, thank you so much, Timmy. Timmy, thank you so much, Timmy. Here we go, fella. $2. Arch, when we meet in New York, what's the first thing you say to me?
That's the
No
guy with
box! No box! No
No box.
box! No
Yeah,
box.
no box,
Newbie,
man.
who's Newbie?
Newbie. Hey, Newbie, what's
Hey,
going on?
just show your face.
I'm just the newbie.
How
Show
newbie
my
are you?
face? I've never joined before.
What sort
Gentlemen?
of watches do you have, Newbie?
Oh, hey, okay. He doesn't
I'm
look too
kind of an
bad.
Omega guy.
Are you an
Omega.
Omega
We
guy?
love
Show us
Omega. What
your
sort of Omega
wristwatch.
have you got, man?
It's down in the safe. I'd have to run into the closet. I
It's a
literally
Speedmeister.
got off
I'm
work.
just asking, what model? What model do you have? What model?
A Seamaster, the original one that dropped with GoldenEye, I believe it was. Non-quartz professional.
Oh, beautiful. Kevin, $2. Where is Steven tonight? Who's Steven?
I don't know, but I don't know.
We got
Oh, that's
Leisure
from
Suit
yesterday. The
Larry,
yesterday.
Leisure Suit Lolex, $2. Everybody is super chatting beyond boring live. And Humble Pine!
Humble Pine!
Sadly, this super chat is a better
$20.
investment than Bitcoin. Zero return on investment. Stay out of those Bitcoins. Newbie, what do? You look like a 70s time warp, man. What is it? It's 1975!
I
And Jimmy
appreciate
Carter
that.
is about to enter the White House.
Inflation's next.
We've got, 1975. I haven't seen pine, treated pine like that. Look at that varnished pine.
Yeah.
This is 1975. Look at the yellow on the
That's nice varnish.
I like how his T-shirt matches.
It's got a horsey on it too to match the theme of the show today.
Yeah. He's wearing. I love how the shirt.
$2. This newbie guy looks like red-headed stepchild.
Yeah, I like how the yellow shirt matches the yellow walls and the cactus.
Man, this is 1975. So
Like this
going
builder
down
beige?
to Kmart today. Are you going down to Kmart today?
I live in Oregon, and we don't have any Kmarts in the state anymore.
What
They went
happened?
the way of the dinosaur. Last Kmart I
Dang.
was in, they were selling the shelving in the store. It was a fire sale. They're gone in the U.S.
Really?
They're gone. They were Canadian, weren't they, Kmart?
Thomas Burnett.
U.S. based.
Thomas Burnett, 9 pounds. The fastest horses at running short distance are quarter horses. Thoroughbreds are the fastest at longer distances.
Interesting. And
I like
is this
the draft
newbie?
horse.
Are you this newbie?
No, because he's in Oregon. He wouldn't be using UK
Different
money.
newbie. Okay.
But that's
That's,
okay. We'll take the
the
newbie.
Queen's
Newbie,
English.
2 pounds. That's not me. There's only
thought
one
that was him.
newbie, you clown. There you go.
I'll borrow it for the day.
I got to tell you. So what's happening? Why Omega? Are you going to? Is it a quartz? You know what? You got how many watches? How many watches? How old are you? How old? Let's do a quick profile. How old?
You want to take a quick guess?
Okay, I can tell you there. Trevor, De Robertis, $2. I want to be Steven's next victim. I would say you look about 32.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty good eye. Pretty good eye.
What age are you?
37 this year, just in April.
37.
37.
Okay.
Getting up there. Getting old.
37. What do you do for a living?
Digital marketing, actually.
Digital
Websites.
Bullshit. Just bullshit, Timmy.
Yeah,
That's
we
like
need some.
you.
Yeah,
Bullshit
exactly.
career. And what sort of car
That's
do you
worse than
drive?
me.
Do you drive a Chevrolet? Do you drive a Chrysler? A Dodge?
I have a few, Arch. I have a
What
few.
do you tell me. We like a
So
bit of car talk.
I wanted to shake my head at no Chevy, but I do have a little Chevy Colorado, which is a pickup. Use that for
I know the Colorados.
Colorado.
Colorados, they're quite expensive.
I got mine
You
for
got a four-cylinder
$2,800
turbo?
bucks.
Have you got the 4-cylinder turbo or the proper one?
Naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, no turbo.
Naturally
What the fuck
aspirated.
is it? What the fuck is a
Wow.
big? The Colorado's a big vehicle. Yes or no? Yes.
Not in the U.S. No, it's the smallest pickup Chevy makes. And I used to have a big with Chevy 2500 with the
Instead of
350
I'm going to bring
V8.
up a photo, Timmy. Here we go. This is me
They're
and
ugly
the
little
dad.
things, Arch.
Anthony
They're ugly.
Napolitano.
Cleaning
Newbie
the
is a
cars.
serial
Newbie
killer.
is a serial killer.
No,
There's
you're
the two
confusing him
cars.
with Steven from yesterday.
There's the two cars, by the way. There you go. Two cars.
So is your cars, Arch?
That's my car, and there's my dad's car because we were cleaning
Ah.
yesterday. That's the photo.
Those are beautiful, Arch.
So what cars do you have? You got the Chevy Colorado.
I've got my Fun Toys 2002 C32 AMG. I don't know if you recall
C32. Ah,
those
beautiful.
little supercharged V6 before they brought out
Yes.
that brute of a supercharged V8.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Keep
I have
going. What
a
else you
Porsche
got?
Cayenne.
You got a Porsche Cayenne?
I do, because I live in a snowy area, and I think
That's
Porsche
the big
is
SUV. Okay. What
It
year
is
is
the
your
big one.
Cayenne?
it's a 2009.
It's getting on a bit.
Let me guess. Is it 2009?
60,000 miles, so low mileage. I've kept it
Okay.
pretty cherry. I don't drive
You had
much,
it from
luckily.
brand new? No.
No, I had it right off lease, so I bought it lightly used.
Here we go. Super chat. Timmy, super chat there.
Yeah,
Click
yeah,
that.
yeah. GB. I'm writing it down. We're at 50. If you guys are curious, we're at $58. 5% to our
$2.
goal.
Paul, what does what does your dad think of your BMW? He loves it. He thinks it's a great car.
It's a great little car.
You know, he said you only live once.
You only live once.
You only live once.
I'm
There's
planning
no
to
point.
live twice. I don't know why. What's all this
Yeah.
loser talk
It's
for
a
living
lease.
once?
It's a lease. It's a lease. But you know
Yeah.
what? It's a good lease. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's good debt. There's bad debt. You know this? There's good and bad. There's good and bad debt. You got to
Yeah, I
be.
heard about that. I heard about it.
You know, so it's good debt, bad debt. You know what I mean?
I'm full of bad debt. But by the way, would you consider debt to IRS a good debt or bad debt? All right, just out of interest there.
One of the worst.
Really?
For how long do you owed it?
Well, it's not.
Paying
worry
it
about
off. It's okay. Death and taxes.
As long as you
Thomas
talk to
Burdett.
them, you're
Mhm.
good.
Just click on that. Can you click on that, Timmy?
Yes, I can.
on it.
Thomas Burnett, $2.
Yes, £1.80. Newbie, what watches are you aspiring to own?
Good question.
Very good question.
So I just got out of the last house. I spent 5 years fixing it up, and got in 2016 for 190,000.
Oh, you're a
I bought
house
it.
flipper. You're a flipper. Are you a flipper?
Ah,
Well, tell me this.
Flipper.
Okay, if you
Flippers.
lived in it for 5 years and you fixed it up over 5 years
Doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Still
and
a
then sold it,
flipper.
I wouldn't call that a flip. To me, flippers they're in it and out quick. They're 6
A
months, a
bad
year.
flipper. He's a bad flipper.
You're just
That's
not
even
experienced
worse.
flipper. You wish you could
I
flip
got-
Doesn't
them
know what
quickly.
he's doing, flipper.
I got in at 190 and out at 595 last October.
190.
Yeah.
Ooh, you did
And then I
okay.
sold it for 595. And that was all tax free because I lived in it
Principal place
for
of residence.
5 years. Yeah, yeah. So now A
Oh,
gold
so in America, it's tax free if you've been there for more than 5 years. Is that right?
2 out of the last 5.
Wow.
So you have to own it for 5 years. But if
Yep.
you have to have lived in it within 2 out of the last 5.
Okay. Do they
Mm.
check this shit out?
No.
I'd be curious how, I mean, that seems like a lot to keep track of
Mhm.
and a lot to verify. So,
Yeah,
honor
they do.
system?
Exactly.
Yeah, but if they catch you out, they'll shaft you.
Well, that's for the IRS. You don't lie to them. That's the key.
They only catch poor people.
I think the opposite. Seems the only
Oh.
people they audit are the super wealthy.
Not
Unless
in
you're
the
just a
past.
total fraud. They'll catch
Yeah.
that.
Interesting
Yeah.
analogies. I like these analogies.
Analogy. By the way, guys,
Analogy.
hashtag horse fund.
Who's
It's
buying
not.
the horse?
Yeah, because Timmy got a horse.
Archie wants
I
to
want
buy
a
a horse.
horse. My roommate
Archie
wants a horse. I'm stealing Timmy's shtick. That's how bad it is.
You're gonna
I'm
buy my
stealing-
horse, Arch? I
Who would have thought?
desperately need to
Who would
move
have
a
thought
horse. I need to move a
would
horse.
be
Kevin!
stealing Timmy's shtick? That's how bad it is there. I am
desperate. He's
stealing
desperate.
Timmy's shtick. Desperate. Here we go.
stole my
Kevin, $2.
lead!
Bring back Stephen. Newbie poopy head. There we go.
Next thing
So
you know, I'm
you're a
gonna be
house in
exploding with
IT.
Archie.
You said you worked in
Well,
digital
it was
marketing.
I was leading in with that story for
The
the
Mercedes.
last
You got a
super chat.
Mercedes. You got a Colorado. Colorado. That's a big vehicle. 4-cylinder. What size 4-cylinder is it? 2.4
Hey, we
or
missed super
something.
chat.
What
We
is
missed
it?
the super
Ooh.
chat.
Dirk Diggler, $2. Newbie. Are you allowed within 500 feet of a school?
Currently,
For now.
Tell me, Timmy, tell me more. Please tell me more. What's going on? Please tell me, Timmy. What the hell is going on? Please tell me this.
It's cactus fucked. I think watch market has totally fucking collapsed.
Watch
I think
market
we're
has
surrounded
collapsed.
by delusional fantasists.
Delusional fantasists. Okay.
By the way, I think to be honest, Arch, honest, I think instead of buying the horse, you should spend this money on a fence fund, horse fence.
Like, otherwise, the
fence fund.
horse will run away. If I don't have
gonna
the
run
fence
away.
to keep it in, it's going to run away. You got to fence the critter, don't you? You need to fence the critter in. Otherwise, where's
Exactly.
he going to go?
My horse is trying to run away for $800. By the way, if you
At
guys want to buy a horse,
$800, I don't think he's going far. Do you?
PayPal me
I don't
$800.
think he's
I'll
going
ship it
very
to you
far at
worldwide.
$800. Do you, Timmy?
No, I don't think so. But if fella wants to buy my horse,
Rather expensive horse, isn't he? He's not just.
desperate measures cause
You know
for
how
desperate
you can't actually
actions.
get these horses. Jokes aside,
No,
these are
that's what I'm
hard to
saying. That's what
get.
I'm saying. No, you can't. It's very
They
hard.
actually sell for over retail in many places because they are so damn hard to get. Did you know
By the
this?
way, Arch, what do you think about the Hermes watch box for the horse? What do you think? This is Hermes watch box. Look at that.
What's that? Sorry, I don't understand.
This is
what you're saying.
Hermes watch box. This is what the rich people buy to put
Is
their
it
to
an
store their
Hermes watch?
watches.
Is it a Hermes watch box?
It is Hermes watch box. Look. Hermes.
I don't
Paris.
really like it. I don't like it. It's not
You don't like it?
leather.
Why
What's
don't
it
you?
made of?
It's made out of cedar, redwood,
much is it?
California redwood, and it's inlaid with artwork.
How much is that?
It's actually 9,000.
Fuck me dead. They know how to charge, don't they?
Well, I think this is actually cheap compared to Louis Vuitton.
It's made out of cedar.
Redwood. Yeah, it's a rare bird redwood.
Rare birds.
Look at this. You can store your solid gold. There's no steel shitters in this watch box. It's only RMs and solid gold Rolex and a Patek.
I like how it's done.
Thomas Burnett, $2.
Thomas Burnett. Fike me dead. What watches do you aspire to owning, Newbie? Yes, good question.
And that's where the house flipping story was leading to. So now that I've cashed out, something of the solid gold variety is
Oh yeah, you didn't read this one.
is on the menu.
Oh,
Is a solid
Arch, read the
gold
super chat.
sub just
super
complete
chat. Here we go. We got a super just very
blasphemy?
quickly. Saber Mark 42. Newbie seems like a decent guy. You don't belong here. There we go. And Ron the Shrink. Ron the Shrink, $2. I conceived idea to buy another Seiko, but aborted it. Very good.
That's because it's no but abortions are no longer allowed in United States. Roe v. Wade was overturned, Ron. You have to buy the Seiko. You have no choice anymore. You have to go back and buy the Seiko. That's the law of the land. I don't write the rules. I just follow them.
Interesting concept.
Roe versus Wade getting overturned, though, it means there is no law of the land anymore. It's up to the states.
Right. And he lives in a state where it's illegal. Abortion is illegal.
That's rough.
Unless you conceived of the idea for like 2 days or something.
So tell me this, Timmy.
Yes.
Timmy. I don't understand this whole thing here. You saying things aren't going well. You're trying to get $800 for this horse, right?
You trying to get the money for? Oh yeah. I am trying to move the
so
horse.
expensive.
I
Why
know.
Is it so
They're not
dear?
cheap. They're not for poor people.
I mean, these horses, they're just a toy, don't you?
I know, but
that good?
But this horse has it has a story. This is not just the horse. It's first of all, it's Hermes horse. Second of all, it's a replacement horse for the episode that I did where I lost a pony. So it's the story. Think about the story, Arch.
What's your favorite toy? What's your favorite toy?
What's your timing? $2. Appreciate what you do, Tim. Hope Arch. Hi, Arch. Hope you're well. I'm okay.
Thank you. Watch your timing. I really
tell me this.
appreciate
The
your
world's
support,
gone
man.
bad. Like it's really these are tough times, aren't they? They're not easy times.
Yeah, these would have been $20 super chats 5 months ago.
Yeah,
it's bad.
It's really bad, Tim.
Actually, you know what? Let me.
I was
stock
thinking
up
about
on
getting the girls
ramen.
from, the girls, the elite luxury girls back.
Oh, it's expensive. They're probably charging premiums as well.
Yeah, no, of course they charge. Of course they charge. What do you think? I was going to do a few more stories with them.
I think it's a great idea. It's a great idea. Arch. I think it's a great idea. What do you think? What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Newbie?
I have
Newbie.
no idea anymore. Newbie.
They're not like the IG girls. They're not like the IG girls.
They're authentic.
IG girls are not what they're used to be. Tim S, $2.
Tim S, $2. Tim, I missed your stream. Are you going platinum? What's platinum?
I'm not sure. What does that mean?
The highest level. You sold the most.
What?
I'm
not going platinum. No.
Selling records.
Oh, okay. Maybe someday.
I made a video 2 days ago. What would I do if I won a substantial amount? Did you see that video?
Not yet. By the way, Arch,
you didn't see what I said I would do? I was going to have community housing for homeless people.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's genius.
I was going to have these small little blocks where you could put your own tiny house on. I wanted to have a tiny house community.
The community, Arch.
Did you understand that? That was what I wanted to do if I won a lot of money.
Yeah, that's very, very cool,
generous.
Arch. Very generous, very thoughtful.
No?
I think that's so thoughtful.
They're piloting a program like that here right now. 10
They are
tiny homes. Yeah, it's a little community. Now it's. Have you heard of barriers to entry? So they make sure you're not a total drunk, or you're actually trying to get your life back on track before they let you in. But yeah, little tiny homes.
But usually, people who are total drunks, they're the ones that are in desperate need of housing to begin
Ron
with.
the Shrink, $5. Newbie, what watch did you wear when you disclosed status to your neighbors as mandated by Megan's law? What is he? That's just ridiculous. This is a clean-cut American. He shops at Kmart and wears Ralph Lauren, and he drives a Colorado. No taste.
But what about
I
this
like
one?
the
Did you
way
read this one, Art?
Thomas Burdett, £4.50. Newbie, continue about the kind of gold watch you want. Newbie, you know what? It's not 1974. That may be a Ralph Lauren shirt, but your ideas of taste, color, and style are way out of control.
That was the goal. Something just out
He's-
there.
I
out
bet you
there.
he's got stovepipe pants on. You've got flared jeans. You've got flared jeans on.
I might.
Sneakers. The only part that's Ralph Lauren is the shirt. Everything else is.
Well, we're stuck in the
Speaking-
70s.
You know what? You know what fragrance I'm
Oregon.
wearing to celebrate Newbie coming on today?
What? What?
Never guess what I put on
Kuros.
today. Kuros, yes.
There you go. I
Kuros.
knew it. I knew it, Art.
Kuros.
I
You know,
can smell it
You
through
can smell-
the
Kuros
wiring.
is good stuff.
The stench reaches me here in United States.
Yes.
I can't believe it. Super chat.
Gun
Hey, there we go. We
Glutton,
got Steven.
$2. Steven checking in. May I have the link?
Why
Link.
not? Why not?
Post
The
the
stream
link,
is dead.
Arch.
Let's get a serial killer on here. No, I'm just kidding.
Post the
And then-
link, Timmy.
And then, Arch, the
Excellent.
last car the wife drives an Audi Q5,
What year?
2012.
Nice car. It's a nice car. Nice
likes it.
car.
I like
Out-
driving it. It's kind of nice. Smaller
Wait,
than the
how
Cayenne.
old do you think these cars last before you would flip them? I see you've gone for more older cars.
And I'm pretty technically capable. I maintain all my cars myself.
Okay.
So forever. I've owned Audis that had 200,000 plus miles, and they hold up
Okay.
great. And in Oregon, no salt on the roads, so you never have to worry about rust.
So you got,
Really,
what's
cars
the
can
Mercedes? They're
last
quite
forever.
good bang per buck. That's quite a good bang per buck car now.
Is that good
Incredible.
bang per buck?
What did you
Great
pay
value.
for the Benz? Tell me what you paid for the Benz.
$5,300.
Yeah, that's not a lot of money.
Not at all. It was the cheapest AMG model available.
Ron the Shrink, $2. With Steven and Newbie, let's welcome FBI viewers. There we go.
Thank you.
My microphone.
got-
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. That's fantastic to have you on.
That's
Hey,
a killer
guys.
microphone.
Always
You
an
know what,
honor.
Newbie? I
Welcome
think
back.
you need a flight master, an Omega flight master. It would go well with the styling you've chosen.
Yes.
I'm Googling.
Yeah,
Super chat.
Amiga Flight Master and Saber Mark 42, £2. Stephen loves Newbie's succulent skin. Yum, yum, yum. So
It's pretty
Stephen,
rough,
He's also
actually.
got a
Baron.
bit of flair with that pink singlet. What do you think of that, Timmy?
This
Hey.
is Tommy Bahama.
I love Tommy Bahama. What's with the pink thing underneath that?
Oh, it's just a t-shirt. It's like 100 some degrees here. I don't want to sweat and ruin this
100
nice
degrees.
shirt. So
But I thought, wouldn't you
Interesting
take the
concept.
t-shirt? Wouldn't that defeat the purpose? The
the
Pine
heat?
Baron, $5. What is the best Audi engine in the last 20 years? Good question. I
It's fine.
liked that 1.85 valve.
Yes.
You know the 1.85
Turbo?
valve?
Beautiful motor.
What did you think of
Now-
that? Yes.
now
no,
what are we-
maybe?
It's a beautiful, yeah. The 1.8T.
I don't
uh,
like that 1.6 or 1.5 turbo. That's getting a bit small.
That wasn't available in the US. The 1.8T
Oh.
was the smallest. Peppy, great little motor.
The
Now,
2
if we're-
liters better, isn't it? Is the 2 liter
No.
better?
No.
No?
They started moving towards direct injection, which
Yes.
is troublesome from a carbon buildup perspective.
Yes, carbon buildup. You got to flush the fucker out. Yes.
Yeah. I just had to
But
pay
you know,
$3,500
my
on my wife's
BMW
car to
has
do that.
direct injection. You need to get some walnuts. I've already started
Well, they're
buying
getting better
walnuts.
at it. Yeah. I don't have a walnut machine. That's what the shop in town has a walnut machine.
So tell me this: how much? See,
But
direct
they
injection.
fixed the issue, Arch.
You know the Lexus IS 250. It had direct injection. I don't know if you know that. It was the first Toyota product to have direct injection, and it.
And they
wasn't-
might have figured it out from the jump and
No, they
realized
didn't. They
they
didn't. It's
didn't?
fucking. It's got the problem. Walnut machine.
Mm.
Machine.
Super chat.
Very quickly, Pine Baron. best Audi engine? He's asking you.
No, yeah.
Newbie.
So it's a tie. Your 2.8 liter V6. So if we're talking reliability,
Mhm.
2.8 liter V6 or your 4.2 liter V8, and that's
Yes.
with the timing belt, not the timing chain. 4.2.
Beautiful,
Those
beautiful
were a
comment.
disaster. Yeah.
Trevor D. Robertus, $2. Stephen, admit it, you ran over Mike Rancid. And what's your timing? $2. Stephen, how much that Coogee sweater cost?
It's funny. I actually have a Coogee sweater.
Coogee. Yeah,
It's my favorite sweater. I wear it to Christmas parties.
Yeah.
I never thought that Tommy Bahamas were like super, super expensive shirts worth saving, but okay.
No, they're not.
Dirk,
Well, I just didn't want to get sweat stains on it, so I had to put something on. I had to run out the door to catch a reservation, so I just threw this on.
cool.
They're
What sort
very
of
good quality for
reservation
the
did you
money.
have?
Dirk
I
Diggler.
went to a nice Spanish restaurant, but
Who
yeah,
with?
my wife.
Oh, you're married. Holy
I am.
shit. Where did you get her from?
She was a nurse, and she took care of my mom when she was on her way out, so I figured I better marry her.
You asked her out? What nationality? American?
No, she's American. Yes.
She is
She
American.
is from
Far out.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Holy shit. And what you drive a BMW, we've determined, haven't
No,
we?
I drive a town car. I used to like cars.
Oh, a Lincoln Town.
I grew up very privileged. So at an early age, I was fortunate enough to have my dream car, which was a 2004 Cadillac Escalade, the ESV. It was black. It had 24
Who
inch
bought
chrome
you
rims.
that?
My father. He bought it off his friend, and he spoiled me. I used to also have a Q7, an Audi Q7. That's when they first came out, I think around like 2007. It had the panoramic roof. But now that I have to buy my own cars, I don't want to spend much money. So I like slow old grandpa cars that are cheap. Plus,
Super
living
Chat
down
Archie.
here
You know,
in Florida, you got
can I-
hail and road debris. I just don't give a crap about
Dirk
cars anymore.
Diggler, $2. Is this the AC3 Luxury LS 5150 Psych Ward? Thank you.
Bud
Thank
the
you,
Stud.
Dirk. Bud the Stud, $5. Fast times at Richmond High, Newbie. And Kevin,
chat.
$2. Stephen, let us see your wife.
No, she's probably hiding downstairs. She knows what I'm doing up here, and
The
she thinks
real
it's silly.
Neville, $5. Welcome to the ArchieLuxury Luxury live stream. So you when you say you're from a fortunate background,
Mhm.
like how rich were your parents? What do you think their
My
net
dad
worth was?
My dad used to own a trucking company. He started with his dad back in like the 70s. My dad was a lot like Tony Soprano in a way, because every dollar money would come in one hand and right out the other. He used to have, a big 60-foot yacht. He had a private plane, but then
Nice.
yeah, he kind of went through some troubled times, but everything worked out in the end. So, but
Is he
now
wealthy still?
no,
God.
he's got enough to retire on, but
The
you know,
trucking industry's tough.
yeah, that's what I'm in now. I'm a freight broker, so it's pretty.
It's boom and bust.
A buck a mile. Remember that BJ McKay? You know that song BJ McKay? You know that
Hey
trucking
Hop.
show? Hey Hop on Smash.
What's up, fellas?
BJ McKay and my best friend's Bear. He was driving that cab over Kenworth. Remember that red K100?
No.
Yeah.
There was a TV show about truckers.
Yeah, BJ and the Bear, right?
BJ and the Bear and my best friend getting $1 a mile. They used to get $1 a mile. How much do you get $1? How much a mile now do they get?
Right now the rates are kind of weird, but I was
18
expecting
cents.
I was expecting it to be like, because right now we're shipping all of our produce from California to New Jersey, and trucks are really cheap right now, which is weird because fuel prices are so high. And I was expecting it to probably be paying close to between 10 and 12,000 for a truck to go from California to New Jersey. But right now we're getting them covered for like 8,200 to like 8,500. So it's weird. because of how expensive fuel is right now.
Saber
Truck
Mark
rates are
42,
cheap.
£2. She's hiding downstairs, trapped in basement. Thank you, Saber. So tell me this: your dad, he is a colorful character.
Mhm.
He was in the trucking union. He was a truck. He had a fleet. He had a fleet of
Yeah,
vehicles.
he had a big.
How? What cars did he love? Tell me. I want to hear the lifestyle. What did he love?
He liked his cars. He bought my mom and himself 2 matching Jaguar convertibles. I think back in the 90s. He had a silver or a I think he had a silver. She had like a candy apple red. He also had an S500.
Yeah.
He had a Porsche for a little while, and then
What sort of Porsche?
after
911, 928. What sort of Porsche?
it was the weird one. I know Video Bob just did Video Bob just did one on. It was the guy from Kiss. It was that weird oddball Porsche, but I can't remember what model it was.
Not the
but,
914, you mean? The mid-engine.
I don't honestly. I don't remember. When I saw
MX5
Video Bob's,
NC $2. Huff Arch sings great. Sign him up. There we go. Huff. So keep going. What else did he have? What other
then
cars?
he always had at least one SUV. Like he loves Ford Expeditions, and he also one of the coolest cars he ever had was a Volkswagen Phaeton, which was
The
like
V12.
No, he didn't get the V12. He went with the V8, but it was just because he wanted to be different. But that was a very cool car, and the inside had a lot of cool technology.
I know they were expensive cars. They were not for
He
poor
could have
people.
he could have bought an Audi A8 for the same price, but he just wanted to be different.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, a lot of that technology they ended up putting that into. They ended up putting that technology into Bentleys. Did you know that?
I think yeah, actually I remember
Because
watching
Bentley's
Top Gear.
owned by VAG. You know that, don't you? Bentley is owned by VAG. VAG! Volkswagen Audi Group. So the Phaeton, that wasn't actually. It was kind of meant to be an anti-symbol. You know what that was? That's like an anti-status car, but it's still for. Remember the Subaru VX? Remember that came out in the 90s? Do you remember that?
The 2-door.
Yeah. Yeah, with the glassy roof. You know, that sort of fucking.
Those are cherished around the. Oh yeah, those are cherished around these parts. They're kind of a cult classic.
Well, they were fucking expensive. They were not for people. You know that, don't you?
I didn't know who bought those back in the day.
No, well, that was like the Bill Gates kind of car. It's kind of a car you buy when you're fucking rich, but you don't want people to think you're fucking rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were expensive.
A sleeper.
They were. Well, yeah, but
sleeper's performance
okay, so
wise.
What other cars? Any other cars?
Like I said, he always had like an S500, and that
Your
he
dad
traded
liked
that
to
in for the
live life, and
Volkswagen.
he was good to your mom.
He did. He was a great father. He's still with me. My mother's passed away 2 years, but my dad, he's an awesome guy. He's kind of abrasive, you know. He's like a big, like, you know, man's man kind of. He reminds a lot of people of Tony Soprano with the similar look and build and bald head. Just the way he carried himself, and the way he would spend his money, and he's quite a character. He's hard to get along with, though. Every time you go out, you kind of have to. He's just a lot to handle. Yeah, he's very abrasive, and when you go out to like restaurants, he's got that personality where he wants to test everybody. So you never know who he's going to offend. So it could be quite a handful.
Keeps life interesting, though.
You live in the Northeast, I assume?
I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and we moved to Florida about 2 years ago.
He made a lot of money in the trucking. He spent how many houses did you guys own?
We had the big family house, which my sister now owns with her family, which is nice. And actually Thursday I'll be driving up to go visit them. And he used to want to buy a house, like a vacation log cabin, for us to go skiing at. But, never ended up doing it.
Hey Drew, what's going on?
Happy birthday.
Who's there?
Say happy birthday to my dear friend Sophia. How old are you? 18? 19. She's 19 years old.
Oh, wow. Where are you?
Hi.
Wow.
Whereabouts are
Wait,
you?
Yeah.
Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, I'm on right now. You want to say hi? Here, say hi, Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey, say hi.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey.
What a stark
Cheers,
contrast. Let's just look at Drew and then look at Newbie
He went to. Yeah.
and then Steven.
Sorry, Stephen. I quite enjoyed this story here. So
Wow.
he was in the construction. Ron the Shrink,
Trucking.
$2. Stephen is now only the second creepiest psychopath on. Sir Drew, $2. Drop the link. We did that. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Timmy. So okay. So he wanted to. How many houses? You had one house, really.
We had
but
one
you
house. It
wanted
was, it was a decent sized house. We had a bunch of land, so we were able to do whatever we wanted. Like I said, I used to collect guns, so if I wanted to go out and shoot, I could literally just open up a window or step out on a balcony
Yeah.
and let it loose.
So what happened? His trucking industry. He had ups and downs. How
Yeah.
old is your dad now?
He is 71.
And is he okay now? He's comfortable.
He's comfortable. He got pretty lucky. It was kind of just crazy the way things worked out, but he was, things weren't looking too well for him. And then when my mother passed away, like all of his problems basically went away overnight. All of his property sold. He was able to sell his boat, and then he went from basically being broke to having more than enough to retire on. So
Does he still have the trucking business, or he sold that out?
No, he sold the trucking company back in 2000. I can't remember what year. I think maybe 2009, 2010. He sold it to one of the biggest companies, trucking companies in the U.S., Prime.
Oh, he sold it to Prime. Wow. And tell me this. He's got a home. He lives in a house or an apartment.
Yes, he bought because he always loved log cabins. He wanted to buy one for us to have a vacation home to go skiing. So we bought a little one.
Are they expensive log cabins?
They could be, I suppose, depending on how crazy you want to get. But he
Depends
bought
on
one
where.
not too and obviously location. But he bought one close to my sister, so he's not too far away from the family and his
grandkids. Did the sister
grandkids.
get a good deal on the house?
She did, yes. And her husband, his father has a ton of money. I can't remember what type of Ferrari he has, but it's one of the serious Ferraris. So she's set for life now. So it was quite a relief that they decided to buy the house, and it was nice because now I'm able to go and enjoy my family home and the land, and hang out with her and her kids. And her husband's a nice guy.
Oh, I see.
But he has terrible taste in watches. His two watches, he has a Tag Heuer chronograph, and his father gave him a Hublot. So they're just rich people that don't know how to spend money other than the Ferrari.
And tell me this, that's an incredible story.
Yes,
your dad was into
fascinating.
watches.
Mind-blowing.
No,
Watches.
He never really liked watches. His friends all did, and he always had to be different. So he bought a Breitling. Which one was it? The Aerospace that he had basically his whole life. He still has it to this day.
Arch, that
Shrink.
story was so mind-blowing, and by mind-blowing,
I
it
like
made me want to blow my brains out.
Yeah, no, I like the story. I like hearing about Americans.
Yeah.
He did well. He had his
Yeah.
ups and downs. He was
It
good
could've-
to your mother. At the
Yeah, he
end
was
of the
great to
day,
all of us. Big vacations. There were rumors on how he started how they got the money back in the 80s with connections with people like Rick Leitchus, who was a pilot who would fly things in from South America.
but these are just unfounded allegations.
Yeah,
okay?
these are just allegations.
This is
I would
locker
like-
room talk. Locker room
Yeah, I would
talk.
like to know more about it, but he's
Steven,
kinda-
how can you take this
tight-lipped.
interesting story and say it in the most boring possible way? I mean, you really
Ron
got
the
the skill
Shrink,
there.
$2. Steven survived hazing. Good man. You survived hazings.
Yes.
Steven, so he had a good life. He's got
Yes.
he's got his own house. He's got a log cabin now. What car does he drive now, your dad?
A Ford Expedition.
And what sort of watch was watches important in his life?
No, he never liked watches. Breitling. He likes to be different. So all his.
I don't mind Breitling. Breitling's okay.
All his cousins, they all had Rolex, and he always thought he was cool with having a Breitling. I don't know why.
What
my
about
first
you,
watch, my
Newbie?
first
What sort of watch did your dad wear?
So he passed away when I was 24, but he had a Chopard. And
interesting, like a Millie Migler or something.
It was a full metal bracelet. I can find it. A Luna. It had a Luna, so it had a moon phase. I actually, it
Did
wasn't
you get
working.
that watch when he died? Did your mother give that to you, or?
I let my brother have it, and then I just recently paid to have it serviced so it could run again, and my brother's wearing it all the time, which I think's great. So
how old's
he
your
got it.
brother? Younger or older?
Younger. He's 32.
It's quartz or
32.
mechanical? It's a mechanical watch.
It's mechanical. Yeah, I can find it here.
Beautiful. Thomas Burdett, £4.50. Every racing thoroughbred can trace its bloodlines to one of three sires: the Burley Turk, the Dali Arabian, and the Godolphin Barb. Jesus, I didn't know this. Huff the Smash, how are you? Some interesting stories. What sort of cars did your dad have, Huff?
My father was a Pontiac man. He had a
Pontiacs. That says it all.
He drove Chevy Impalas and then somehow switched over to Pontiac.
Was he a watchman? Was your dad a watchman, or is he? I don't know if he's alive. Or is your dad alive? Firstly,
he is alive. He actually just turned 78 by the grace of God, and
grace of God.
Wasn't typically always had a watch, but wasn't a fine.
What sort of watch did he have?
A lot of Seikos, kind of like utilitarian ones.
Yes.
He was an engineer.
You got to remember, these watches were fucking expensive. Rolex was always been expensive. Like, it's easier to say, oh, I could have got a sub for $5, but that was a lot of money back then. I remember my dad in the 80s buying a house for a little over $20,000, $23,000 or $22,000, and that's in today's world, it's not a lot of money, but back then it was a lot of money. Timmy, what's gone wrong, Timmy? You're wearing the see, Timmy wants some attention. We need to give Timmy. He doesn't like these stories because his ego isn't stroked there. But I find these stories interesting. I like to hear these stories about the viewers here. It's I got to tell you, Stephen, I love that story. I love the story of your dad. He had the trucking business. You don't fuck around. There's a lot of people try and take advantage of you in the trucking business.
No, my father and my grandfather were very serious and hardcore businessmen, and they the trucking back in those days. It wasn't like it is today. Like it was a pretty shady business, and it was you wouldn't. It was just the regulations and things weren't what they are today. So it was. You were brushing up against some pretty shady people too in that industry.
What sort of trucks did he run? What sort of brand of rig? What brand of rig
his favorite were Freightliners.
Yep.
And,
Kenworths?
They had a few Kenworths, but they were more expensive. So he had so many trucks that basically all he had were Freightliners. I think he had some Internationals, but
yeah, Saber Mark 42, £5. Tim being rude to Stephen is like when the nerd finally loses his virginity and accuses everyone of lasting under 2 minutes. Thank you. So Freightliners, they're now owned by Mercedes-Benz, aren't they? Freightliner.
They were owned by Mercedes-Benz actually when he bought them. He was invited out to Germany to see the factory. It was either the Mercedes factory or the factory where I can't remember.
And then. Inter was originally International Harvester.
Mm-hmm.
They're a bit cheap. Inter don't have a great.
Yeah, they used to call them shitter nationals. All the truckers.
Yeah, you know that, don't you? Inter was always Kenworth. You know what's a good truck? Brown Shovel, $2. Oh my God, this guy is worse than Red Shovel. You know, Mac has gone European drivetrain now. A lot of computers in Mac. So that's really European type trucks. American is like Kenworth. That's where it has. That's a lot of people.
The other one is Peterbilt. They're like the two top of the line.
Peterbilt. Yeah, what about Western Star? Did you ever like Western Star? That's a Canadian brand.
We've seen them. They weren't too popular. I don't know too much about them.
They were like a custom-made
What
truck.
about good old Mack trucks?
No, Mack went Western. The Mack went European drivetrain. They got taken over by Renault.
We
And-
used to see a lot of Macs, but he never bought them. It's funny if you've ever seen the movie Deer Hunter with Robert De Niro. It's about truckers and coal miners from Pennsylvania that were from the same ancestry as my people. So it's basically
Oh,
about
they're
the same type of
Polish.
people I am.
He was Polish, weren't they?
They were actually Rusin, which is Carpathian mountains of the Ukraine. Everybody assumed that we were Slovak or whatever because there's like a million, different countries, but technically we're called
They were
Rusin.
Ukrainians.
Mhm.
Look at this, Timmy. The people now want to be Ukrainian. Can you imagine that? When I was a kid, nobody wanted to be a
Yeah.
fucking Ukrainian.
I know, right?
You know this?
My brother's
What's your
obsessed with
timing?
sending
$2.
packages out.
What's that?
My brother's obsessed with this whole Ukrainian thing. He's trying to be a hero. He's sending all these packages to them weekly and collecting
that's
donations.
okay.
Wow.
Can I get a wristwatch check? Yes, I'm wearing my Sky Dweller. What are you wearing, guys?
HS 41.
HS 41. What are you wearing, Half?
My good old Sea Dweller. Oh, where are we?
Not
What
wearing
are you
anything
wearing,
right now.
Timmy? And Newbie's not wearing anything either.
I scratch the bracelet when I'm working on the computer.
It's okay. So tell me this. Okay, he's had a
I will
good
put on
life.
the Speedy. There you go.
How many miles do you get out of a truck? How many miles do you
Oh
get
my
out?
God, they go
Millions.
hundreds of thousands, millions. Yeah, they last quite a while.
You can just do a rebuild, don't you?
Yeah, he used to have a big shop, and he had
Wow,
a couple different
beautiful.
engine mechanics who would just rebuild engines. They were the top paid guys.
Drew.
I have a not so great story about a trucking company. A friend.
Oh, 1 minute
That
there.
sounds
Sir
great.
Drew's Adventures, $2. Party with me, gents. Thank you, Drew. What's the story?
I want to
Newbie,
be
tell
with
me the
Drew right
story.
now.
So on the other side of how it can go, a good friend growing up, we were in high school, and his dad had a small trucking company, but he hadn't
How many
insured
rigs?
Are you guys brothers?
Three.
Twins?
Three. Go on. He had what? Yeah, go on.
He hadn't insured himself properly, and one of his drivers fell asleep at the wheel and smashed into, I think maybe killed another
Yeah.
motorist, and it bankrupted him.
Yep.
That was a sad story. And he was driving around in the Escalade, and he had the Porsche 911, and then one day it was all gone. And we found out why.
Why?
Yeah,
He
he
had
didn't
the right
insure himself.
insurance.
Yeah, it
And-
was
well, he shoulda-
underinsured.
Yeah,
What
my
does that
dad
even
has a lot
mean?
of good stories of driving around, going to whorehouses, and cool stories like that. Him and my grandpa, they don't tell him to me much, but I've heard him
Yeah.
talking about it a few times with other truckers. That's the type of stories I want to hear more about.
Amazing,
and
isn't it?
The black beauties that they would get to keep going.
Which
It's an
Mack trucks had
amazing-
those reputation. The Bulldog.
Yeah.
Before they sold out.
Yeah, they did. They sold to Volvo and Renault. Who did they sell out to? Renault, was it?
It was Renault, I believe.
I think you're right. Volvo. I always liked Volvo. Volvo made a good truck.
Hey, Newbie, is this your watch?
That was my father's.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can see why you gave it to your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Jesus
great
Christ.
loss there. Fuck.
At all. That's a
You know
shame.
that
Newbie's dad. I can see where Newbie's tastes come from in furniture and
Yeah.
style.
All right, you know that paddock expression, they will fight over it when you die. You're just holding on for the next generation, etc.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody's gonna remember you with this watch. Wow.
Yeah, my dad actually gave me a Bauman Mercier, and
Bad.
honestly, I got rid of it. I was just like, wow, thanks. I want his
Wow.
Breitling when he goes, though, just because of the.
What
fact
is
he
this
wears
brand?
everything.
This is
Now
Chopard?
his was a
Chopard.
full bracelet though.
This
He
did
didn't
not
have it on
age
a
well.
he didn't have it on a leather strap.
You can see the
No,
potential
pretty good.
though.
Yeah.
Dirk Diggler, $2. After listening to these stories, I am falling asleep.
Yeah, I don't really like talking about my family just because it's a little boring. I agree.
No, go ahead. This is the boring stream. We're promoting the boredom.
I'll be 1
today.
minute.
I have an uncle that owns a strip club. I used to work there as a bouncer. That was a good summer.
Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. One time I
You
had a
worked as a
Those
bouncer?
stories.
Yeah, for a summer, I always wanted to work there because I thought it was awesome. My uncle owned a strip club, and I would beg him. I'd say, "Let me do anything. I'll clean the floors, whatever you want."
Mhm.
So then they're like, "All right, well, you're
Man,
a pretty
cleaning
big
the
tip."
floors at the strip club.
I didn't think too much about that idea, but I was just like, I want to do anything.
Mm,
So
damn.
they finally let me be a bouncer for a summer, and I had a good time. There was one big fight where I ended
Now,
up having
as
to
a
pepper
bouncer,
spray
do
somebody.
you get a lot of side hustle
There
from the
was one
ladies?
there was one stripper who was really into me, but my
Ooh.
cousins, they were very adamant about making sure we didn't fool around with the girls.
What?
And when we go to Christmas parties, family Christmas parties, or at the club, it's very easy to get out of control. So the one time I was very close to having a good time, and my cousin had to pull me into the office.
Shit,
And
whose watch is this? That's a beautiful photo. Timmy,
Yeah,
whose
that's
is this?
this is asking you a question. This is a member
This-
for 8 months. Wow.
Dirk
AC3 is
Diggler.
the 14060.
Dirk Diggler, $2 after listening to these stories. I'm falling asleep. Thank you, Dirk. What's the question? Tell me the question. Tell me
Is the question
Timmy.
AC3 is 14060 the ultimate 5-digit submariner?
You
Is
know
this
what?
the ultimate?
Look.
Is this it? Is this?
I gotta
the
be honest with you. I actually
Submariner to rule
loved
them
this
all?
watch. I fucking had one and I loved it. I used to love putting straps on it and NATOs. I reckon the no date works better. People aren't going to like what I'm saying, but I'll tell you. I reckon
Tell
the
us.
no date works better as a pre-ceramic with the
Yeah.
aluminum bezel.
The beeswax.
Whereas the date one, I think it works better with the ceramic bezel. Okay? Don't get angry. I'm just telling you.
I'm getting angry, Arch. You're making me very angry right now.
Fuck,
What's
it's
your
a beautiful
reasoning?
photo. I love the photo with that fucking knife there, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta
Love it.
tell you, Tim S, $5. Can
Thank
we
God.
get back to the story of how Stephen almost lost his virginity to a stripper?
It wasn't my virginity, although when I went to Amsterdam, when I graduated high school, my best friend who went with us, he lost his virginity to a hooker, and that was like the highlight of the trip. It was, and to this day, we still
Joke
can't believe
about
In
that.
the red light district.
Yeah, and it was
That's
great 'cause-
expensive. I
No,
gotta tell you.
it was 2006. We went over there, and we had because I had a girlfriend at the time, and we all had girlfriends except for this guy. And when we got off the plane and we are looking around the red light district for fun, he was like, "Come on, go ask them, go ask them." And we're like, "You go ask them. We're not talking to them." So he's like, "Fine." And then he runs up, asks them, and they say it was only, I think, 60 or 50 euros at the time, which was maybe $70 US. So when we found out it was only like
fair
$70 US, we all went crazy.
Yeah,
My
it's
friend went first,
pre-inflation
the virgin,
prices.
and
Yeah,
he
pre-inflation.
disappeared into a room, and I was kind of worried. I was standing out there in the red light district watching all these shady people walking by, and I was
They
thinking
might
of the
have
movie
killed him there.
Hostel. And then finally he pops up, and I was like, "Well, how was it?" And he was all
He popped
like,
out after popping off, but please
yeah, and
continue.
he was looking around, and he's like, "It was awful." And he starts
Really?
like freaking out. He's like, "What a bitch!" And I was like, "Jesus, what happened?"
Really?
And he was like, "She just kept yelling at me and rushing me." And I was like, "That's awful."
Wow.
And then we just kind of had an awkward, silent walk back to the hotel room. And then when we almost walked in, he's like, "You know what? That was awesome." And then
That
once
is
he was all
such a
pumped up, we all
Sirocco
amazing
sales
story, but you
$2. I
said it in
just
the most
woke up
boring
and
way.
now I need a nap. Thank you, Sirocco
I'm
sales.
trying my
And
best.
Dirk Diddler.
And Dirk Diggler,
Hooker
$2.
stories.
I think I would rather party with. I'm just gonna go and take a toilet break and get a jumper. It's
Arch,
freezing.
there's nothing. You know what? Just go.
And I'll be
You
back in
just
a
stay
minute.
there for half hour. Just don't worry to
And,
come back.
I'll-
But just leave these two on the
We got
stream.
it.
And just remove everyone.
Oh wow.
Oh, we're running the show then, Steven. There we go.
All right. Hooker stories.
The cafes are better in Amsterdam anyway.
Yeah. Well, when
it is a little shady, the characters that you see when you're passing through the red light district.
we went for 9 days, and all we wanted to do was just party, and that's all we did was party and had a hell of a time. I was fortunate. The hooker that I went to was a very nice girl. I paid her double the rate so I could have extra time with her.
Did you get out of the city center, or were you?
No, our hotel, I think it was the Golden Tulip or something, because we always were calling it the Golden Shower because it's just I thought that was clever. But anyways, it was a great time, and I wish I could go back. But now
When
with
was that?
Vegas and all the shit we have here, I don't know if I need to go back. Because back in those days, I never thought they would legalize weed. So we thought this is going to be as good as it ever got.
So, yeah, what's the status in Florida?
Florida, it's legal for medicinal.
It
and that's
is
about it.
okay. No recreational though.
No recreational, no. In Georgia and the rest of like the southern states, it's like strictly illegal. I think.
So I grew up in Atlanta, and
Okay.
yeah, it's the strictest area. It'll probably be the last to legalize.
Yeah,
It is a game
absolutely.
changer when it goes recreational legal. It's an pretty incredible shift to the culture. I'll
Yeah,
say.
I,
Like,
I,
and
I
it brings in so much tax revenue
yeah,
that
absolutely.
now
As
Oregon
soon as
pays us back every year
I think it
because they
was
make
like
too much.
February when they announced that they legalized weed in Colorado, and a month later I was out there. I was moved in, ready to go, and I had fun for about a year, and then I was just like, all right, I'm not just gonna live out here in Colorado to smoke weed. And I got out of there, but
Unless you have something keeping you there, a good job
exactly,
or
yeah, a job or
family.
family and shit. But I was all out there alone. I just had my one friend. It's funny, he actually just got hit by a car this evening. So
Shit. How?
he was riding a scooter through Denver, and some guy just pulled out and nailed him, and he flew over the hood. But he's okay.
One
I
of those
told him hopefully he can.
Lime scooters, the electric ones.
Yeah, one of the like little European ones.
Interesting.
Yeah, not just like a Razor scooter.
Out of curiosity, what
Moped.
part of Florida are you in?
Amelia Island, near Jacksonville.
I've been to Amelia Island many
Oh yeah,
times.
yeah.
Small
When was the
world.
last time you were there?
Would have been like 2002 or
Oh,
3.
geez. Yeah,
So a long
it's
time ago.
it's back then. It was hardly developed. Now it's like insane. My dad actually sold his house. He bought it for like 450, 475, and he just sold
Yeah.
it after a year for like 720.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it's like a very popular. It's because it's a very small town. It's quiet.
Amelia Island's the first beach as you pass between
Yes,
Georgia into
basically as
Florida.
soon as you leave Georgia, it's the first exit, the first 2 exits.
That's why I always remember it. Yeah. So I've
Mhm.
been there a few times.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
beautiful
really
though.
great now that it's all built up. It's a really nice town. Back in the day, I'm sure it was a little rednecky
It's
and
all right.
stuff.
Golf had a golf course there. You play a
Yeah,
little
the golf
golf.
courses are supposed
Guys,
to be great.
do you want the still or sparkling water?
Sparkling, please, Tim. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, small world.
So how old are you?
37.
Oh, 37. I'm only 34,
Yeah.
but I'm already gone the wings.
Hey, they keep going, so it just
Yeah,
keeps
well,
going back.
I'm married, so I don't care if I get fat, bald, completely
Likewise,
white.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
I used to live in the southeast and then moved cross country into Oregon and really haven't looked back.
Yeah, the West Coast is a different place than the East Coast. But everywhere I'm an East Coast guy, so anywhere I go, I always tend to make friends with other people from the East Coast. Just the culture and a lot of the food. I miss the food.
So would you consider Florida a free state if it got
Yeah,
down to it?
absolutely. Yeah,
So
I'm
I think Oregon's quickly becoming the Amsterdam of the West of the U.S., if you will.
Steven, can you read the super chat?
yes. What is it like to live in a free state like Florida? It's great. I am I'm a conservative big time. I actually used to work for the Trump campaign. I met the big man himself, and I used to collect guns, but now I don't know. I'm done with my gun collection. I have a couple or a few or whatever, but and I'm not even gonna really get into watches. I guess it's time for me to buckle down and think about having a family and all that crap. But that's something I'm not looking forward to at the moment. I still like to party and have a good time. So talking about a town no one knows about. Great. Well, I am
How did I
sorry.
knew about it?
Yeah, you knew about it.
I've been there.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You guys are all
Maybe you
right.
should
Well,
see
thank
more
you, Dirk.
places, then you can talk about more places.
Yeah,
That's
you got to travel. And I've never been to Portland, but I'm going to be going out to LA. I think in the
Portland's a
fall
shithole.
to visit my
Yeah, yeah.
truckers and my friend. I have a friend who just moved out there, and it's
Yeah.
it's
I live in
not my
Central
cup of tea.
Oregon. So you
Okay.
have it's almost like two
By
separate
Eugene?
states. Nope. So Eugene is south of Portland,
Okay.
in kind of the valley, if you will. So you live along the coast, and that's where
Mhm.
most people live. So if you
Newbie,
can
can
get
you read
out
the
of
super chat?
I'd rather
I'd
watch
rather
Archie
watch Archie
poo
poo than
than
listen to
listening
this.
to
Okay,
this.
what do you guys want to hear then? More prostitute talk, drug talk, gun talk. We don't have much watch talk without Archie. We can sure use some suggestions. Let's see.
Well, here's the thing. How could
You
you
know
not like
what?
Steven in the
I
first
I
place?
think I have a better idea. I think I have a better idea. 1 second, guys. This is much better. The
Welcome
big
back.
man is back.
Hey
There we
guys,
go.
guys, it's great to be here.
Hey.
Hey, I got to tell you, I love these truck stories.
Yeah. It's really good stuff.
I think your dad, to be honest with you, not be offensive to you, right? Saber, Mark 42, £2. Stephen, Newbie, want to see a dead body? I'll be honest with you, in the trucking business in the 70s, it was a very tough business. There was a lot of union trouble.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, my
you
my,
had
my family ran their trucks through the big strike, and they had lots of death threats. So it was serious.
Fuck. And the other problem is too with trucking, it was a trucking is more of a lifestyle. Trucking, I'll be honest with you, I've often fantasized about running a rig myself. Can you run a rig? Can you do that?
I
as
don't
an Indian?
drive. I thought about it because I make decent money right now as a broker. But if I was to drive a truck and broker at the same time, I'd be making
So
very
what
good
do you
money.
broker?
But
Sorry, what do you broker? Sorry.
I'm a freight
Freight?
broker, so I broker freight.
Oh, freight broker.
Mhm.
Because what you got to do is you got to run these rigs without coming back empty. You don't want to go to one place and
Yeah,
come back
absolutely.
empty. You got to wait for the freight, don't you?
Mhm. Yeah, if you're a driver, it could be shitty because you could be waiting around, just
So
days for a
what's
load.
the freight rates? How much is it a mile? What do
I'm
you
not sure
charge?
per mile, but right now it's like from Los Angeles to New Jersey to Philadelphia, it's like 8,500 on the weekends, 8,000 during the week. So the rates are really low. I'm not sure what's going on. It's weird. You would think that with
Trevor,
the prices of everything.
Derobitus, $2. Stephen, tell us about how much you love butt stuff.
It's quite fun. Especially if drugs are involved, it could be even more fun.
What do you think
A
of
little bit too much
alcohol
information
enemas?
there, but okay.
You into alcohol enemas?
No, but sometimes I wish I could have a coffee enema, especially if I'm backed up. It feels like that just makes sense,
Are you
'Cause when
into that enemas, Tim? You seem like an enema sort of guy to me.
Yeah, not a huge anime guy, by the way.
Have you had an enema?
Not yet.
Okay.
I hope to
He's
have
an
one someday.
enema virgin. We got to get him.
Enema
We got to get
virgin.
him pumping. Robert D. Robertus, Trevor De Robertus, $2. Stephen, tell us about how much you love butts. We did that one. Next one, Timmy. Next one. Keep up the super
Wright.
chats, Timmy. Jay Wright, £2. How does it feel to be the new crew, fellas?
pretty good actually. I've always watched Archie, and to be here with him, it's
pretty damn good.
It is,
It's
yes.
pretty damn good there. Next
I
one,
found this link
Timmy.
on the dark web and just clicked it.
Oh,
Ah.
nice.
And then we got Dirk Diggler, $2. Stephen, how do you ship the bodies?
Same way they did it with Jimmy Hoffa and 55-gallon drum barrel.
And Omar, $2. We exchanged JJ and Marco for this. Let me ask you something. Did you ever
These guys
have
will
people?
surprise you.
Did anyone try and jack your rigs, hijack or arrest?
Back in the day,
Hijack.
back in the day, that was quite a problem. I remember once when Google Earth became, when Google Earth was out, my dad used that to figure out where one of his loads was. It was a load of pork. disappeared. I think somewhere around Jersey City.
Really?
And yeah, back in the day though, when my grandfather used to drive a truck, they said like he was such a fearsome guy that even he just had a reputation that he's not somebody you want to try to steal from, because he'll just hit you with his truck and keep going.
Yes. That's where that
fucking
expression
around.
comes from.
And your grandfather did. Hey, Huff,
Huff,
talk to
welcome
me.
back.
Huff.
Where have you been?
I got a question for. Well, I fucked up my webcam, but I think we're back on track now. I got a question for you. So I dropped I had an Omega Seamaster. You know the sword hands?
Yep. I love the sword hands.
Yeah, I dropped it off at an Omega boutique for servicing.
Yep.
When
so
was
they
that?
called me today, and they said the dial had a little dirt and grime on it, and they suggested I get a new dial.
Don't do it. They're trying to trick you.
So what do you think? If I get a new dial, they'll do new hands as part of the service.
How much is
400.
the new dial? Fuck
400.
me dead. The watch isn't worth that much. How bad is the dial?
It just looked a little like the loom was greening, if it makes sense.
Fuck the loom. The loom ages. You want that. But the dial, does it look flawed to you?
Scam.
No.
Do they give you the old dial back?
They do. If I get the dial, they'll put in a new dial, new hands, and then give me the old dial and old hands.
Oh.
I figure while
Look,
they
I'll be
have
honest
it
with you.
opened.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'd want to overcapitalize on it because it's not really that valuable. I don't. No offense to you, Huff.
No,
That watch is worth it.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth putting that much money into it.
I know it's worth more to me than it is on the gray
Well, if it's got sentimental value, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I like it. Feels good on the wrist.
Well, I wouldn't be overcapitalizing. How much is the service costing?
The service is $550 from Omega, but they warranty it for 2 years.
Yeah, but then it's gonna jack up to $1,000 if you get it dial done as well.
Yeah.
Just tell them just to service it. I personally, unless the dial's really, really bad, I'd be reluctant to be changing dials.
All right. Sorry to bust up.
That's my advice.
Fellas.
You're putting too much money into it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Next super chat, Timmy, keep up there. Where's the next one?
Loose tooth.
Loose tooth, $2. Grossest thing you found in a truck sleeper cab. Yes.
The bottom half, the ball half of a dildo, just the balls. That's all we found. We don't know what happened to the top half.
And we'll get CB.
CB, $5. Great watch talk. I am glad I rushed home for this. Yes. So he had sleeper cabs. You had sleeper cabs.
We did, yes.
What about the lot lizards, Stephen?
Lot lizards, yes. Lot lizards.
Like I was saying, my dad used to talk about his favorite whorehouses back in the. That was before I guess they had like the big pilots and truck stops. So they just had like little diners.
Your
or
mom
truck
didn't
stops.
mind. He was visiting.
This is way before my mom. My dad was driving trucks like when he was like 17 illegally, and then him and his father, they expanded. They blew up and they had tons of trucks, hundreds.
At the richest, how wealthy was your dad at one stage? How wealthy do you think he was?
I never knew, like, cause I never saw his bank account, but we had a private jet, and we would fly all over the country. From we'd take us to Disney World like multiple times a year. He flew us to California in it, to Montana.
Like it was a jet.
Wow.
Yeah, like a jet with like a little. It wasn't like a jumbo jet, but it was a jet. He had 2 pilots and
like a Gulfstream.
They call that an executive jet.
An executive jet, yes.
A Gulfstream, so that is an expensive thing.
Yeah. He loved to blow through money. My grandpa was always giving him a hard time for how much he loved to spend, and even to this day, like he doesn't have any clue, like what to do with money. So he's
how rich is he now?
I honestly, he's probably just shy of $1 million.
That's not a lot, really, is it?
No, but he was flat broke right when my mom passed away, and then when she passed away, he went from being like flat broke to.
But he still had assets. But he had the boat.
He had assets, yes, but he was trying to sell his house for I think over 10 years, and nobody wanted it. So I don't know why. It was a nice house. He had one person who offered him $900,000 for it. He turned him down, which was the dumbest thing he ever did. And
How much did your sister pay for it?
500. It's
Fuck!
like it's like 7,000 square feet with a pool and 20
He's not a
acres.
flipper.
What's
No,
your
my-
timing? $10. Peter picked a peck of peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a pepper of pepper pickles? Peppers? If Peter Piper pecked a peck of pickled peppers, where the peck of pickled peppers Pete Piper pickled? Fuck me, Dad. What the hell is that? So his jet, that would have been like a $20 million jet. How could he only
he
have
must
a
have. He either had like a partner with it, like or at least I'm not even sure. But
it could have been fractional.
and like I remember
ownership,
there was
yeah.
different jets. Like they were always kind of. It was like never.
Well, the question is what that jet was flying when they weren't around. You don't know if he had
Yeah.
a partner. He might have had a
Well,
side.
Tell me this.
My
What
dad had
happened?
a pilot's license. My grandfather had a pilot's license. So it was kind of like I said, there were
Also, it was
allegations.
a family thing.
How he, there was allegations on
Super
how he
chat.
truly made his money, but
Thomas
I never had any of
Burdett,
that confirmed.
£4.50. Which vintage piece would the panel prefer out of these two that are selling for the same price? 1665 Sea Dweller Mark 1 or 1655 Explorer 2?
1655.
You got to be careful. A lot of fakes of these. A lot of fakes. Be careful. Careful.
Minefield.
Minefield. Vintage is a minefield.
Need one of
Thomas.
those
Vintage.
minefield sweepers.
I know a dealer who bought one of these fake. They got a 70s movement out of a date and put it into a non-Rolex Explorer 2. You got to be so careful. There's a lot
Yeah.
of nasty shit going on, Thomas. I don't think I would be going vintage.
You reckon
willy-nilly.
vintage is not the way to go?
No, I'm just saying, got to be very careful. It's a very tricky thing. Those truckers that were dodgy as fuck, they've gone into the watch business. Tell
Super
me
chat.
this. So he's lived. Run the Shrink, $2. Stephen,
Yeah,
tell
that's
me
a
your
good one.
best IRL Trump story. What's IRL? What does that mean?
In real
I
life.
don't-
In real life.
Oh, in real life, Trump story. Well, when I met Trump, it was I also
Oh, you met Trump? How
I
did you
work-
meet Trump?
I used to
You
work
work
for his
for him.
campaign.
Okay.
What?
I work for. Hang on 1 second. In case anybody doubts.
Super chat.
Super chat.
Yeah, Archie
Dad,
was saying he worked for him
Q's
before.
dad, $2. Your dad sound like my son. Q spend all my money. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Holy shit. How did you find working for the Donald?
I thought he was a great guy. I dealt with Eric, his son, quite a bit, and I had phone calls.
Did you
with-
get fired ever?
No, I stayed till the end. I thought about applying for a job at the White House, but at the very end, I was supposed to be given I was supposed to run the office, but what's his name? Jared Kushner's like friends, like it was nepotism. This like 21-year-old kid with no experience, just because he was related to Jared Kushner, they decided to let him run the show, and that kind of pissed me off because yeah. But
How insufferable was Jared Kushner? I imagine.
I
he's
never
brutal to deal with.
met Jared Kushner, but the kid who was related to him or knew him was a real pain in the ass. He caused a lot of
$5.
people.
What the hell is he saying?
Если Питер Пайпер собрал пучок маринованных перцев, то где пучок маринованных перцев, который собрал Питер Пайпер? Thank you, JT.
Let me ask you this. So you actually met, how did you find Trump as a person? Was he a
I
nice guy or?
Yes, he was. They said he didn't like he doesn't like to shake hands, but when I went up there and was talking with them and bullshitting, I just didn't know what to say. I was a little nervous, so I was like, just so you know, my girlfriend broke up with me when she, found out I was, going to work for your campaign, and then he just started laughing and he shook my hand. He's like, this guy's all right, but while I was working for him, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is going to be I don't think it'll be a big deal, but backstage, Silvio Berlusconi and what's his name, the former president of Italy was there, and I was talking with him, and I had no clue who he was, and he gave me his business card, and that other guy who's now like the leader of the right wing Italian party, what's his name,
Yeah.
Matteo, something with the beard.
Yep.
I was talking with those guys for longer than I was talking with Trump. I had no clue who they were, and they were very nice.
Salvini?
Like, oh. Yeah, I think
Matteo
that's him.
Salvini.
Yeah, Matteo Salvini and
Yeah.
Silvio
Yeah.
Berlusconi, or however you say his last name, and I had no clue who they were. They gave me their cards and were like saying, oh, if you ever come to Italy, feel free to call us. And I was just like, okay, and I just didn't think they were anybody special, and I didn't realize until I think I saw them on a documentary or something. I was like, oh my god, I had no clue.
So
who they
tell me
were.
this. Tell me this. Working for Trump, did you think at the end he carried on a bit ridiculously? Should he have left with? Should he have left how he did, or
I
what's your-
just, it's hard to say. I mean, I don't want to get your channel shut down with my thoughts on what happened with the election, but it was. I just think it was strange because I was watching the results, and
Are
he
you
was
friends
ahead
with
all night.
Donald still now? Are you friends now with Donald?
No, because I've only met him the one time, but Eric would know me for sure. Eric's actually friends with my brother, my younger brother, and
So you were working. How long were you working for Donald for?
for, let's see, I think it was only for like the primary and the other.
You were paid, or this was volunteer?
I was paid through the Pennsylvania GOP.
Okay. Was it good
No.
money, or
No, it was shit money.
But
I
what's
was
shit
mainly
money?
doing it. I was mainly doing it just in hopes that if he actually won, then I would hope maybe get a job. But like I said, then when they hired Jared Kushner's nephew or whoever the hell he was,
did they
I just
say
kind of-
anything to you? Did they say anything to you when you didn't get the job, or what did they
No,
say?
not really. I didn't want to look like that type of person who was like,
Yeah.
upset about it. So I just like, that was that for me. But
Did you call that
had a
girl
call
back that
from
dropped you?
Junior.
Did you call the
sorry?
girlfriend back after you left the organization?
Oh no, I was done with her. I moved on. Actually,
Would you
when I
work for the campaign again?
Absolutely, it was fun. And especially I didn't think he was going to win. And even on election night, I didn't think he was going to win. I just assumed it was going to Hillary.
Did
So
you
when he
meet his
won, I
wife?
was like-
Did you meet?
No,
Mrs. Trump?
I met Laura Trump, his Eric's wife, but I didn't meet what's her name, Ivana, or can't remember what the hell her
Melania?
name- Melania. Yeah, I didn't meet her, but I met Eric's wife, and
And
I met
Trump's
Don
kids. Did you
Jr.
meet his kids? How did you find
No,
his
I didn't
kids?
meet other.
No.
Well, yeah, I met Eric a bunch of times. And
Yeah.
Eric would know me. He would remember
So tell
me.
me
and I met
this:
Don
Did
Jr.
did anyone seen you when you left? They say, "Why are you leaving?" They say that to you or anything, or not?
No, because I didn't leave. I stayed till the very end, but they told me there was a congressman who helped out with our office. Not the congressman, but like his assistant was helping out with the campaign, and he told me what I had to do or what I should do if I wanted to get a job. But at that point, after I saw like how I was screwed over by Kushner's nephew or whoever he was, I was just like, no,
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm good.
I think here's the thing. This is what you miscalculated. You should have tried to become somebody's nephew in the campaign.
Does it help?
before
Does it
getting a
help you?
job there.
Does it help you now? Like, is it? Does it help you get a job now, or you just wanted to do it?
Probably not. If I don't think it would help me. Unless if I was applying for a job and the person really was into Trump, I'm sure that would stick out. But for most people, I'm sure it would piss them off.
Here we go. Q Chen, $10 Archie. What do you think of the 6119R? Is that the Q? Is that Q?
That's
Timmy?
cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. He just
Yeah.
got 6119R.
Look, I got to tell you, I like it. I think it's a beautiful watch. I think it's
Do you love it?
fucking expensive. I think it's expensive. Like it's a manual wine watch. I think it's really expensive. I like it because it's got the hobnail bezel, and it's kind of very much like the 5196, except it's bigger. Hobnail bezel.
The bezel.
Also,
That's nice.
it's got the display back. It's got the display back on it.
It does.
Look, I got to be honest with you. I think for the same money, I probably would have got a platinum. I would have probably got a secondhand platinum 5196.
One of those.
Yeah, but I
sold
think
at
what he's
Sotheby's.
trying to do, Arch, I think he's trying to build up his 80 purchase.
Relation. But this is
Yeah, the relation.
Sure.
But this
I
is
don't
really
know.
important. This could be a really important watch going
I
forward.
kind
because
of
this
think
is the first time
myself-
this movement has been debuted.
So retail
Look-
around 30? Okay.
Yeah, it's quite expensive. Look, I like it. I like it. I got nothing against it. I think it's a magic watch. and it's great. This is kind of the replacement to the I think it's the replacement to the 5196.
You don't think
Because you look at the side
5196 is going to be
case profile.
Phoenix?
This is kind of look, I think it's a great watch. Is it worth the money? Look, I don't normally buy shit new. I don't
I
buy
really like
things
that bezel.
new.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, the bezel's very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, our
I think
markers
this
too,
is
the detailing.
I love
think,
the half nail bezel.
See,
Yeah.
the criticism of the 5196 was the movement was too small. It had a big metal spacer, which, you know what? I wanted a watch with the 215 movement because that movement has been so famous as their automatic movement. Sorry, in their manual wind movement in so many watches over such a huge time span. But a 6119, fuck it. I think it's beautiful. Rose gold, white gold. I think they're both beautiful. It's a gorgeous watch. You're a very lucky man. It helps to have loaded parents, Stephen. Does it helps? It helps.
It
You
was
can
nice.
do-
I'm not.
Does it
I'm-
help?
It was awesome. Like my childhood
Did
was
you go
great.
to an Ivy League university?
No, I I went to. I never thought I had to try in high school because I assumed I was going to be taking over the company. So I was like, did you ever see the movie Tommy Boy with Chris Farley?
Yeah, love that
That's
movie.
basically what I was like.
And what went wrong? Why didn't you take over the business?
He had to sell. It just after the economy tanked. He figured if he didn't sell, then he thought he might lose it. So he had to sell when he could. And then after
How
that,
much
it
did
kind
he
of.
sell the business for?
I think maybe like 7 million. Not as much as he should have, but at least he had.
And what happened to that $7 million then? What
He
happened to
pissed
that
it
money?
away. He bought a yacht for 1.5 million. He gave a bunch of money to some snake in the grass Swiss investor who put it all in gold or silver. I don't even know. He just literally pissed it away, and it's unfortunate.
So he had $7 million in what year
Wow.
was this?
Like 2009, 2010.
Wow.
That was like 14 million today, isn't it?
He should have bought a nice house like on the beach in Florida. Back in those
retired.
days. Yeah, but
Some
he's
safe index funds.
Safe
he's-
index funds. Yes, Newbie. Newbie's got it. You've seen that
Yeah.
movie, The Gambler. Everybody knows if you got $3.25 million, what do you buy? You buy a house with a 30-year roof. What the fuck is a 30-year roof? Can you tell me that?
It's a composite shingle.
It's a
It's,
roof that
it's-
lasts
it's-
30 years,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's felt that's covered in kind of like a tar and
Yes.
little rock mix. Yeah,
That's
What a
right.
great
Composite.
answer.
and I know. So I lived in Sydney, and
Yes.
they don't have composite roofs in Sydney,
No.
or in
No.
Australia at all.
No.
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper, how can piss money away in gold or silver?
because
Well, you
I
buy
think-
gold low and you buy gold
Yeah,
high and
You
then
still
sell
have
it
the
low.
metal. That's a good point, Jack the Ripper. Actually, so
Bought high, sold
why
low.
does? Sorry.
He bought Bitcoin actually recently
Oh.
when it was like 68,000.
There you go.
So
It,
He's
yeah,
not-
that's
he's
what
not good with
everybody
money.
was saying. Buy Bitcoin. It's better than gold.
well, he bought it
How does
at
he
68,000.
feel being worth $1 million?
He
I
bought it
suppose
at
$1 million.
68,000.
But
I think with this.
are
all
you
the problems
disappointed?
he had-
Are you disappointed? Are you disappointed
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't have an
Oh, I'm very disappointed. It took me a lot of years to get over it, but at the end of the day, I feel like it humbled me. I
And your
who wouldn't
grandfather,
love-
he's gone now, I take
he
it.
passed away. He was like 94 when he passed away. He passed away, I think, a few months ago. We weren't very close. He was more abrasive than my dad.
Fuck, is that
Was
possible?
your dad abrasive?
Probably why he was a millionaire.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
your grandfather rich, or he wasn't? What
I
happened
don't
to
know
your
what his
grandfather?
financial situation was, honestly. He lived a mile away from me my entire life, and I've only spoke, I think, maybe 5 or 6 words to him.
Fuck.
That-
Why is
that
that?
was- He was just. Everybody told me he was just a mean guy. He had a rough life, and even the drivers who I spoke to that knew him, they always said that he was like Satan. He was just terrifying, and you didn't know. He had a very short temper, and he wasn't afraid to just start throwing hands at people if they pissed him off.
Whoa.
Do you think that's what drove your
Kinda
father
like
to
Nico.
be so successful?
Probably. And at the same time, like that's I think why he was such a good dad to us with making sure that we he bought me my dream car when I was a senior in high school, which is amazing. which is why I no longer really care about cars, because I had my absolute #1 dream car.
That was the
And
Cadillac Escalade.
yeah, that was the Tony Soprano Escalade. That was black, the ESV, and
Wow, you had that in high school?
yeah, I had that in high school.
What did
and
people think of that when you were in high school?
What a
Oh,
baller.
man, I
Cadillac
remember the
Es-
day I drove in, people were just like, I wasn't. They were just so jealous that it made it that much more fun, just because
Yes, I believe
I
it.
knew that they were jealous. But
Why didn't you go European car?
well, after my Escalade, he gave me his brand new Q7, and I had that for quite a while. And then after the Q7,
What happened to the Escalade?
he ended up taking it and driving it for a little bit, but then I think it started to get up there in miles, so he got rid of it when it was like around 60 or 70,000, and then I think he just traded in for another Expedition.
Ron the Shrink, $2. I fully support Stephen for the panel. Thank you, Ron. So, yeah, okay. So basically, the car was always in his name. It wasn't in your name. The pink slip wasn't in your name.
Yeah, no, he
or-
put everything. Everything was always in his name.
But he basically gave it to you to
Yeah,
do
he gave
whatever
it
you
to me. It
wanted
was
to.
mine. Like, he never said like, "Oh, I'm gonna take your car away." He never would threaten me with that. I would drive it anywhere I
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah.
It's funny
Well,
when
the-
I would just when
That
we
was
used,
at 16. You drove that? You drove an Escalade at 16 years old?
no, I think I was like 17. I was a
Okay.
senior in high school, so 17, 18.
Because
something
you're
like that,
probably uninsurable. That's why he kept the title in his name.
possibly.
Ah, geez, look at this. Newbie's not as dumb as he's not as dumb as
There's
his
some tricks-
fashion sense, is he? Look
Tricks
at
to
this.
this, tricks to the trade.
Tricks to the trade. So the
Yeah,
Cadillac.
this guy is no
Escalade-
Irix guy.
This guy is. Does he have? Do you have raccoons? We can see. Do you have raccoons?
Raccoons. What do you mean by
That's
raccoons?
for the new guy, newbie. You raccoon. Irix guy's got trained raccoons.
Oh, that's a slick trick.
Yeah.
He got raccoons as bodyguards
So,
in his
I've got,
backyard.
Steven,
I've got a corgi
Stephen,
dog.
tell me this, man. This is the life. You've lived the life. Did your mum? What did he buy your mum? What did he buy her jewelry? Did he buy
Oh
her
yeah,
nice
she had
clo-
a ton of jewelry. It's funny. My wife, when my mother passed away, before she passed away, she gave me her engagement ring to give to my wife. So I made out.
Yeah.
I didn't have to buy her shit really.
Sure.
I bought her a tag wire. I spent
Yeah.
let's see, and then she always used to have a Mercedes. She had like a white E-Class, an E350, I think it was.
Yeah.
And she was a housewife, you know. She loved, like, she actually would fantasize about being on the Housewife of New Jersey. And when they had the boat, that they kept it in Jersey City, right across from the World Trade Center, the new one. So she used to
Yes.
like love to live her New York fantasy life. And
Now on the boat, how does it compare to Tony's boat?
well, Tony's, I think, was
The
a Viking.
Stugatz.
The Stugatz, I think, was, what was it, a Viking? It was a fishing boat. My dad's was an Aikion. It's spelled like ACION 56. It was
ACION.
It was an Italian-made boat. It was beautiful, very, very luxurious, and it was fun. My dad would let me go and take my wife down with friends to party on it, and
ACION.
Aikion, I think it was called I can't remember how to spell it, but yeah, type in like
56.
Aikion 56.
I'm going to bring up a picture of it. Can we bring up? I'm going to bring up a picture just so you guys can see the fantasy that the trucking industry can provide. Fantasy. Going to have a fantasy. Here we go.
Can we talk about some
There you go.
fantasies?
Is that what it looked like?
Fantasies.
That was it.
Hey, Irix guy got
What do
one
you
of these.
think? That's the boat. So what
Irix
the
guy
fuck?
got
Why
one of
doesn't?
these.
Why didn't your dad just stay on the boat? What the fuck? So he bought the boat for $1.5 million, was
The
it?
boat, yeah, it was 1.5 million. I think he ended up selling it. Like, I can't remember how many years he had it for, quite a few, but he only got like 350 for it. But boats
Oh, fuck.
depreciate
How
horribly.
bad?
He thought he should
What?
have kept it, but boats, like, they're just constant maintenance. All he was doing was going down and having things fixed and redoing the teak floors, and it was like he
Did
could
you
never
like the
enjoy it.
boat?
I loved it. Yeah, my dad, they had it at Atlantic City right before they sold it, so I took my wife there and some friends, and we partied on it. We proper partied on it.
So he got $350 for it. That's all.
Something like that, I think, but not much.
Was it a brand new boat when he bought it?
He
or
bought it
what
brand
was
new,
it?
yeah, which is stupid.
What color was it?
It was white like that, and the interior was awesome. It had like just
And what
wood
was the
everywhere
name
and
of the
leather.
boat?
Cherry bomb.
Cherry
Cherry bomb. You might find pictures on it. And
Cherry
cherry bomb.
Bomb.
like-
bomb.
was
Cherry bomb.
no cherry bomb. There it is on YouTube.
Cherry bomb.
Bomb.
Oh, I see. Fuck. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, that was probably from when they were selling it. They made a video on it. Yeah.
Holy fuck. And why doesn't
my
he?
mom would live on it all summer long. She loved it. She had two little chihuahuas, so she would just go to the marina bar, get drunk, and go back and watch her housewives.
How did your mother die? Did she catch some? Have a?
She had cancer and passed away. It was
Cancer.
we had no clue, and then when we found out, it was too late.
That's
and she
very
went a week later.
sad.
Yeah,
That's
it was
very sad.
tough.
Is that
She
your
was-
dad in the background there?
Yeah, that's his belly. You might even be able to zoom up and see his Breitling.
So he didn't want to keep it. Well, I suppose costing money.
He was just
Costing
he
money.
was just he
Money
wanted-
pit.
needed-
Money
he-
pit. Money
He
pit.
desperately needed the money, and the boat too. He was trying to sell for years and years, and then literally the week my mom died, my sister decided they were going to buy the house. Somebody called, said they wanted to buy the boat, and then he had a second house that wasn't really complete. It was like a project log cabin, and he ran out of money building it, so he just like kind of kept it on half unfinished. And then somebody drove up the driveway and said, "Hey, can we buy that?" Like literally the day she passed away, and I was like, "Yeah, my mom just died, but let me go grab my dad." And he was like, "Oh wait, I'll come back or call or something." But he ended up coming back and buying the project house.
Is it worth a lot more now, but if he had kept it?
No, the boat or the house?
The house.
The house, no, it was a disaster. Like it wasn't built properly, and he just should never have built it in the first place. But he got lucky.
Bad
should have been
bones.
broke.
Yeah,
as they
CB
say.
got some super,
Super
chats
chat.
coming in. CB $5. Icon went bust in 5 years. The founder was an illusional fantasist. The boat looks good, but the builder had no experience. What's this? He says Icon. What's he talking about?
Maybe
must be talking about
Akon,
the boat.
isn't that this boat?
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember. I don't
Super
remember
chat.
them. Like, seeing
Oh, Akon went bust in 5 years.
Yeah.
The founder was okay. The boat looks good, but the builder had no experience. And
He-
we
he
got
took that-
Pine Baron, $5.
everywhere.
Arch, you need a River for Moreton Bay. Riva shirt unbuttoned, Persol sunglasses, Rolex Submariner, chilled champagne. Riva. Do you honestly have any idea what it costs to run a boat? Fuck me dead. It'll turn. It's constant. The two happiest days in boat ownership when you buy it and when you sell it.
Sell it.
But it sounds like I've got to
Speaking
be
of
honest with
boats,
you, Stephen.
Rocco Sales.
Sirocco
chat.
Sales, $5. How to become a millionaire. Start with 2 million, buy a boat. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
Interesting.
quick and easy way to become a millionaire.
Look, I got to tell you something. It sounds like he at least had a good life, but he enjoyed himself, didn't he?
He did. He really enjoyed himself, and it's unfortunate my mother only made it to 69 years old, but she lived a very exciting life, and they
How many
flew to
kids?
Europe. It's 3 kids, including me, my brother, and my sister. And yeah, he used to love
And
to
what
take.
sort of was your mother into watches or jewelry or anything?
No, she liked jewelry. She had a Rolex Datejust, a two-tone that's similar to the one I had, just the ladies' size. And
Yeah.
I
Who
think
got
my
that?
sister has that. My sister, and then she also had an Ebel, and that she must have bought back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then there was her engagement ring, which is now my wife's. And then I'm sure my sister has all her other jewelry. Nothing like crazy, nothing like super fancy. Just from like the local jeweler, like gold necklaces and things like that. Nothing like Cartier or anything crazy.
Well, but he lived a good life, but didn't he? Isn't that
He
what
did,
life
yeah.
is about?
The thing I'm most grateful for is the fact that I got to experience living like that. I had a taste of that lifestyle, and even though it's over, I mean, nobody can take.
Do you want to go there yourself? Do you want to have that
Oh
yourself?
yeah, I would love to have that type of money and to be able to do it, because I feel I don't have kids yet, and I kind of feel like I'm ashamed to have kids because I'm unable to give them the childhood that I had. And
Yeah, but
usually when you have
you can't-
kids, you want to
but-
give them a better life than you had. But
But
my
hang
kid-
on a minute
my
there.
kids are going to be very
Hang-
middle class.
What's wrong with that?
I
What is
just-
your wife? Is your wife come from money,
Oh,
or is she?
my wife is probably and I don't mean to make fun of her, but she's probably one of the poorest people I've ever met, to be honest. You were talking about raccoons. Their family has like raccoons living in the house, and one of the raccoons came in the one day and stole their frozen turkey. Took it
Wait,
off.
Yes.
was this on Thanksgiving?
No, that would have been.
He's
quite the
stealing
Thanksgiving.
now, Timmy. This guy's stealing
Wait.
Irix guy's shtick.
It's
Yes.
ridiculous. You have to train the raccoons. You have to
They
train the
pretty
raccoons
much
to
have them trained.
protect the turkey.
They feed them cat food and everything, but
Is that to keep them away from the premium meats?
yeah, yeah, that's to distract them. But
So,
I love her to death. She took care of my mom when she was dying. She's a nurse, an LPN, so she makes decent money. And
what's an LPN?
it's
Licensed
a
practical
licensed
nurse.
it's not an RN. RNs make like 70 to 75. She makes like 55 to 60.
Oh,
She
I
works
know
a
what you mean. In
ton of
Australia,
hours.
it's like an EN. We call it an endorsed nurse,
Mhm.
whereas
Mhm.
an RN is you got to have a degree, and then they got a nurse practitioner, which is above that. It's almost like a doctor.
A doctor.
Yeah, that's the same.
Oh, I see. So, how old's your wife?
She is 31. I'm 34. I look older with my gray hair.
No, that's fantastic. So, what's the plan for you? What
When
state
are
are
you
you
planning
in?
to die?
We're in Florida.
Florida. You own your own home?
Yes.
Oh, that's a
Well,
good start.
we have a mortgage. I don't have it paid off yet, but
3-bedroom.
let's see. It's 4-bedroom. It's like 1,600, almost 1,600 square feet.
Okay. Did your parents help you buy that?
Yes, a little bit. I had a lot of I had shares in Tesla that I sold 50,000, and then my dad was able to help me with a little bit extra just to secure the down payment.
And okay, and you're driving the car you're driving at the moment. You've got you said the town car because you want
Yeah,
to rely. Actually, I got to
growing
tell
up-
you, the town cars, they are one of the most reliable cars you get.
Exactly. I'm seeing the way my father spent money. I didn't want to end up in a situation like that. So I'm a much thanks to my friends who actually we started a little like chat group that's all about watches once we started to watch your channel. And I was very immature and ignorant. I had no really idea about like finances. I always just liked to party, and I was always like, yeah, I spent all the money I would make. So they kind of got my ass in line and calmed me down and helped me become more responsible. And they taught me everything I needed to know about finances and everything, and to be more
Are
responsible.
you a Dave Ramsey fan?
A
That's
big
so
Dave
cool.
Ramsey fan. Yeah, that's why I drive a shitter. I am not. I don't
And
have
you know
any
what,
debt.
Dave Ramsey? It's no longer the BMW. The fully paid off home is the status symbol, not the BMW.
Mhm.
I was
point.
actually listening to Ramsey before I came on the stream today. I listened to his show. I like.
You came on the stream earlier today, Arch?
And I was listening to
that's when you went to the
Ramsey
restroom.
before.
I got you. Okay.
No. I was listening to Ramsey before I started the show. Pre-show, I was listening. I should have gone on Mr. Smelly. He sent me an invite, but I was too busy listening.
So wait,
CB!
before you started the fundraiser for a plush Hermes horse, you were listening to Dave Ramsey for inspiration?
Yes. CB, $5, Archie. This guy is even more authentic than you. He will make good crew. He does know how much watches. He does know about watches, but that fits. He does know.
I think he's meant to say I don't know much about. Or,
Doesn't.
But that fits
Doesn't,
perfectly.
I only have my one and done, my Rolex. This was a lifetime achievement award. It took me a while to get this.
What made you buy that? Tell me this. What made you buy?
Who made you buy that?
Who made me buy it?
Yeah.
Mainly myself, but my friends pressured me into going gray. I was on the waiting list. I actually special ordered it from my authorized dealer, and they told me it would only be no more than 6 months. Then it was month 5. They called me saying, "Hey, we have bad news. We were just told to forget about the time frames for special orders, and that you could be waiting up to 2 more years." So as soon as they told me that,
order? Tell me, why is it special order?
they said that the two-tone date adjuster are like the only watches that you could special order. So when I went in and was asking about this exact watch, the lady said, "Oh, well, if it's a two-tone date adjuster, we could special order that. It'll be here in no more than 6 months." So I was like, "Here's my money." I gave him my card. My friends were like, "You're an idiot," because I paid for it in full. But I figured if I did that, I would get the ball rolling.
Money
There
on other
indeed.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then
So-
when it was almost time, they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you could be waiting 2 more years." So I was like,
You
"Fuck you
should tell
guys."
them to get your Submariner instead.
How
then.
was it special order?
That's
I
how
don't
you flip
understand.
it around on them. You said I
Why was
already
it
paid
special
for it.
order?
I actually asked them about that if I can get something else, and they're like, "Well," and like at that point, I was just like, you know what, I already
You
have
should have
purchased.
said, "Oh, you fucked up, man."
What
You
happened?
could have
What
got
did you
a
special order? What did you
could have got
special
a
order?
brag girl out of it.
You were like, you could just like, I don't know if you can still special order,
Full
but at the
screen.
time
Or
they
they-
told me
they-
that at the time they said I could.
Why is it special order? Bring it up. I don't understand. Show me what's so fucking special about this.
It's not. It's not.
Bring it up.
It's an average 41 Dacia champagne dial, but you were
And-
it's not like a
Well-
waiting list. If once you
And
special
well,
order,
Why is
and
it
when you were
special
at
order?
the
Why
AD,
is it
you
special order?
Because
don't
it's
know
for
about-
special needs people.
Well,
That's
I
right.
have one question, Steven. Was that the watch you asked for at the AD?
this is the one
that
I
ex-
wanted. Yes, this
that
exact
exact-
configuration.
So,
They
so
said
champagne dial,
yes,
41
Jubilee,
mil
41
two-tone.
fluted, and
Okay.
Special order.
yeah, they said it's not like a waiting list where they say they'll call you. They allowed you to put a deposit down or pay in full, and they guaranteed it would be
So
there.
how
in
much
6
was
months. Like 14 after taxes.
Are you going to get one for the wife?
One day when we're we're more comfortable with where we're at, and I have a nicer car in the driveway. But
What's
she's
wrong with the
content.
Lincoln? Fuck me dead. What's wrong with the Lincoln?
I love the Lincoln. I'm just
Nothing
once-
rides better.
no, that's a great car. Even if I won the lottery, I'd still have at least one or two, especially like
what
the
year
older
is the
models.
Lincoln?
Mine's an 07. I paid
Oh,
it.
how
I
many-
paid in cash.
How many miles is on it?
I bought it with 100, and I put 25,000 on it. So actually 28,000.
By the way, Hoff, I think everybody owes apology to you for continuously interrupting you while you're trying to speak.
Yes. Half, please, please.
No, it's
speak.
all good. I'm enjoying Steven. I think he is a great panelist. By the way, Steven, you know you want to get the in-laws for Christmas if you want to be a stud this year? I have a heart trap for the raccoons.
oh
I'll
yeah,
send you a link in the private chat.
that
You'll be
works.
the man.
But
Tell me
it
this.
seems like they enjoy the raccoons, so I don't know if they want to get rid of them.
Steven,
It's like their
I
pets.
don't understand this. I
You know,
don't
you can eat the raccoons. Worst comes to worst. They're actually
Make
delicious.
some cool
They used to,
caps.
yeah, they used to eat raccoons.
They don't even like to eat steak or seafood. I
Oh.
offered to make her sister a steak dinner, and she was like offended. She's like, "If you cook me a steak dinner, I'm gonna turn around and leave." So I was like, "Please do."
Are you serious?
like vegetables?
What do they prefer?
Like frozen chicken tenders, things like that.
Oh,
Got it.
fuck, why would you eat that?
Wow.
Just
Because you
The way
don't know
they-
any better.
yeah, they really don't.
It's
Like, these are the
Florida.
Once you
Florida.
learn what it is, you can't eat it.
If you know what it is, you can't eat it. It has to
So-
be in already pre-digested form.
I don't understand this, Tim. I don't understand, okay?
Yeah. It's very
Um,
confusing, Arch. It's very
What,
confusing.
special order?
why don't you get a roll? So did you want to get a Rolex for her, or how do you feel
Oh,
about the wife?
yeah. She would definitely like a Rolex, but her engagement ring is like the stone itself. When I had it appraised, was like 13,000. So
What size is the stone?
I don't know. It was my mother, so I don't know much about
One
it. I just-
carat, half a
Oh,
carat.
a size. It's almost 2. I think it's like 1 point. Like the guys who appraised it said it's just a hair under 2 carats. So,
Okay.
and then I
That's
bought her a
great-
wedding band to go with it. So that was 4,000, and she's content for right now. But I definitely plan on getting her a Rolex in the future. But we're trying to decide whether or not we want to have kids, because right now it's just a kind of crazy
If
time.
you're gonna have, you have to choose either Rolex or kids.
And then I choose Rolex every time.
Yeah. That's what I chose.
Because when I
Smart
turn
man.
40, I want to buy a 2-tone black sub.
Yeah.
And if that means no kids, then so be it.
I love it. I love it. By the way, Timmy, I just
Yes.
want to show you something. Okay, so I've just dialed in. I'm just
Pull it
gonna
apart.
come live into the screen here, guys. I'm just gonna show you this here. Just coming in
Come
here.
live.
Okay, here
come
we go. We're gonna
live on
share
the
the
air,
screen.
Arch.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, baby. Ooh, 820. By the way, I've been keeping track. You want to know how far we're towards the fund?
Yes. How far are
But
we?
these are US. I'm keeping track in US.
Yes.
We are at just over $161
Okey-dokey.
US.
Now, let me just show you, Timmy. Can I show you, Timmy? So I'm going to
Pull
order
it up,
this
Arch.
now. Look what happens when I press add to cart.
Uh-oh, they
What
sold out.
happens? Oh, it's gonna say, "Oops, the object no longer available." You have to go on the gray market. All right,
Oh,
just
yeah,
buy
no
mine
longer
for
available.
800.
What does that mean?
It means
It
it's sold out.
means, yeah.
What's your
It
horse
means
called? What's your horse called? I'll type
it's
your
called
name in.
horsey. Horsey.
Horse. How do I spell that? HORSEY. Is that right?
Two E's.
Yeah.
Or
What the heck are those
toy.
things?
If I type in toy. I'll type in toy.
Weapon toy.
All that comes
No,
up is
that's
a
a
$900
city.
no, I have
fucking
it. I
rattle.
have it
rattle.
here. Oh, I have it here. Here you
What's it
go,
called?
Arch. Here you go. I have it right here.
What's it called?
This is mine right there. You see that?
What's it called?
It's called Baby
Hermie.
Hermie
It's a Hermie.
Plush.
Hermie.
It's a Hermie.
Plush.
Hermie.
So if I search for plush, it should come
Yeah.
up, right? But
Oh,
you
I
know
like
why
that
it
one with
doesn't
the
come up?
legs. That one's cool. The one that's dancing.
This one with the legs?
Yeah, that one's.
You know why it
This is
doesn't come up,
ridiculous.
Timmy? You know why?
Because they're out of stock.
Yeah, you try and click it, add to
Hey,
cart. What happens?
you know
if
what?
Add to cart?
You know what? They're in stock
Oh,
in
he's got
USNA. I can buy it, and you can come
How
pick
much
it
is
up
it?
when you come to. It's 780 in US.
Fuck me dead.
It looks
$700
different.
for a
Actually, mine
toy?
looks different. Mine looks different to yours. Show yours again.
Yeah, it's got that orange.
No, that's the same one. 28
No.
centimeters.
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up. Thomas
Okay.
Burnett. Tim, did
Wait.
you say you chose Rolex over
Rolex.
children? Yes, I did. It was a conscious decision I made.
Orchids.
Oh,
What do you
orchid.
suppose the quality's like at almost $800?
The quality
have
is
that horse in your
amazing.
hand-
It's
in your
Hermes
hands,
quality. It actually
fucking
cures
ridiculous.
cancer.
Look, I honestly,
Are
there
those
it
Oh,
is.
horseshoes?
it's different, Arch.
No,
Look.
it's not. It's the same toy.
Look.
It's the same toy.
No, the head's at a different
head's
angle.
down.
He's right.
What the fuck?
Look,
Doesn't the head
head's
move?
down
Because that's
and-
Australian horse, and that's an American horse. These are different
What-
horses.
What's the
understand?
model number? Can you give me the model number?
I can give you a model number. You want the model number?
The
I'll
product
give you.
code is
It's 15
H.
It's 15 inches long.
Okay.
It's model number. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah. H.
H4
Yep.
000
Yep.
55M like mother.
No, mine's
space-
85M.
Oh, you see, it's different. I'm telling you. Look at the image. They look
Fuck.
completely different.
yeah, the
That's
head's in
a
a totally
because that's
different-
Australian horse. You know,
Yeah,
they're
the other
I
one's
prefer the
looking
head
down,
like this.
too.
I prefer the head like this, don't you? I don't want the
Yeah.
fucking head down. For
do you
$800,
want-
that bastard should hold his head up.
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh, that's a different
Did you came to the live stream with the head up or head down?
head up,
Sleeping.
baby.
Yeah.
What's wrong with his head? Why is he?
I don't know.
down like
This
that?
this constant phone ringing gives me a head down. I think that's why this horse got the head down.
I don't understand it. So it's a different horse.
It's a
How
different.
many of these fucking
horse.
things have they got?
I think they got multitudes because I go back over here and look at this. They got this horse. Look at this one,
Yeah, that's expensive.
Arch. But look at this horse. It's so wacky. It looks like Sirocco sales. It's based on Sirocco. Look at that.
Just type
Yeah.
horse into the search.
Q's dad, $2. My son Q spend all my money on stupid toys too.
Yeah.
What if you
how much
just
is that
search
It's
horse?
500.
How much
is
horse
that?
stuff
It's
comes up?
590, Arch. It's 500.
509. It's American.
But it's fat 19 inches long. That's a big one. That's a fat horse, Arch. I mean, it's skinny, but it's long. And this one is thick but short.
Oh, they got a different angle. I'm just checking it now. Yeah, there's different horse.
There's different horses, Arch.
What the fuck is this? I don't understand that shit. Do you? It's got
They made it
one
really
head up.
confusing.
Children.
They made it really
For children.
confusing.
Yeah, clearly
Why
the
would
brown
they
one is for adults.
that?
These are for little babies.
JT,
Actually-
$5.
If you're buying Hermes for yourself in the store, you pick one of these up
How
so you
can
don't
you
feel
say
bad.
you're a
when you
Dave
get home.
Ramsey fan and even consider buying this horse, Arch? It's a good question from JT.
Actually, I'll tell you something.
it's an
There is-
investment,
Actually, I
it's
just
investment.
realized something. You know, the horse down, that's actually more expensive. That's $1,125 Australian because it's 38 centimeter. It's actually
Yeah, it's
that
bigger.
number H400055M. That's actually
It's twice the size.
it's actually 10 centimeters longer.
Yeah.
5 inches. It's a longer one. It's a bigger one.
It's
But I
a
prefer the
bigger,
head up.
longer,
I
and fatter.
I actually prefer the fucking head up. I don't want the fucking head down. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what?
I do now.
Roommate,
And
do you
what
like
pisses
head
me
up or
off is
head
why
down?
is your horse sitting? I
Roommate,
hate
roommate.
that. I don't want.
Do you like the horse with the head up or head down?
The head down actually looks cool. It's like it's bashful. It's cute.
What did she say?
What do you think? Which one do you like? Head up or
That's
head
a more
down? Is it head down?
aggressive.
This one
That's
is
a more
head up.
aggressive.
You like head
posture.
down?
Yeah, that one's definitely
Okay.
more aggressive. That one's
Thomas
bashful.
Burdett, £1 super sticker. Thank you, Thomas Burdett.
Thank
Is
you
this
for
the sort of shit, Stephen? Is this the sort of shit your dad would just say, "I'll take them all"?
Yeah. No,
No,
these are
my
investments.
dad hated toys. He would throw our toys
They're
out
gonna go
constantly.
more expensive later.
Why?
They're collectible
He just didn't
Because-
like toys.
because they're collectible, man. I'll put it back. These are
Was your mum?
collectible.
Did she have Hermes or Vuitton? What did she have?
Yeah, she had a Louis. She gave her purse to my wife when she was on her way out, and her wallet. And my wife still has them.
That's kind of sad, isn't it?
True heirlooms.
It's
though.
head down.
it's
It's
a
head
bummer.
down.
Sorry.
It's a bummer. Depressing.
And your mum was nice to you, but wasn't she?
Oh yeah, yeah. She was a great mom. Bought
You
us
better
everything we
buy
could ever want.
charm. What about this one?
What'd
Look
she
at
say?
this. Arch, look at this one.
That's $900 fucking rattle. I don't need a rattle.
You don't
It's
want
a
a
bottle
rattle?
opener. Oh, it's a rattle.
So,
What do you
so
do
got
with
the horse.
rattles?
You don't have
Look
the
at
other horse.
this, Arch. Check this out. It's a memory game. You need this.
$120 memory game.
Yeah, you need
Keep
this.
you from dementia.
Yeah. This is actually very good. Actually, you know what? We raised $161. That's right enough to buy this thing right here.
Yeah, this is
And
where
there's a
we're
horse
at.
on it.
What do you think? What do you think? This is cool.
Mm,
I know you wanted to get a horse,
I wanted
but
a
unless
horse,
someone
Timmy.
intervenes, unless we have intervention from the higher power, we won't be able to raise those funds. Unless
I might just
Steven
go to
and Newbie
Kmart. I might
super
go to
chat
Kmart.
$300
You know,
apiece.
what do you think if I got a Kmart horse instead?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, just
Hermes
have
or
your
nothing.
wife
By the way, this
thread
game is
some
gonna be
orange
extremely
shit into the
collectible.
main. It'll be alright.
Oh, I'm going to jump on eBay now and have a look at fucking eBay.
Look, if
Boy
Newbie
horse.
and Steven both super chat $300 a piece right now,
It's
we can
fucking
make the
ridiculous.
horse happen.
$800 for a fucking horse.
Yeah, come on.
Actually, I just found one for $24.
A
It's
horse?
It's called a
Show
Ford
us.
Mustang
Pull it up.
plush toy horse.
Pull it up.
Ooh,
Pull it up.
What do you
Arch.
think?
Pull it up.
is it genuine
it up.
Ford?
No,
Yeah,
it's just-
Arch,
just
put your
easy.
eBay full screen and we'll go shopping.
This looks nice,
There you
actually.
go.
I like this memory game. You know what?
Close
It would be
enough.
cute until your
That's good
kids
enough. You can tell your
destroy 'em.
roommate that it's a Hermes. She will not know.
Yeah, just
who
throw
this
an
is.
orange scarf on it. You're in business.
Yeah, what's wrong with
Yeah.
that? $25 for a fuck. I'm not spending.
And buy Hermes box. Buy empty Hermes box.
Yeah,
to go
no,
with
this
it.
is Dave Ramsey approved right here.
This is
Fuck you,
Chinese
yeah, that-
crap.
Actually, guess what I found, Timmy? I just found the perfect horse. Tim,
Pull it up.
Tim,
Pull it up, Arch.
Tim,
Pull it up.
Tim.
Pull
I
it
just
up.
found the perfect fucking horse for
Show
a
me.
fraction of the price.
Show me
I
the
reckon
perfect
this looks better than
fraction
the
of the
fucking
cost horse.
stupid Hermes fucking horse. You know that? I think
That's-
it looks
That
fucking
was a
nicer than
stupid
that.
idea to begin with. I
fucking-
agree, Arch.
fucking
was
Hermes.
dumb.
Look, it's
And
in
The
then
there.
economy is
you can
collapsing.
Dave
You're
How's that?
thinking about
at
Hermes
this.
horses. What a fucking ooh! And this one's a
That's-
head
Look at
up. It's beautiful. It looks very drab.
What do you think?
National Geographic.
Was this
I
recovered
like
from a
that's better
dumpster?
than Ford Mustang.
Is that Italian made?
24
That one?
centimeter.
Yeah, where's it
Thank
made?
you, Tim, that's not a super chat.
I'm gonna buy it now. What do you reckon of that? What do you think of that? That's not a bad horse.
yeah, Arch, you still got
How much for shipping?
$130 to spare.
Waste of money,
Wait.
Arch.
What do you think of that? But isn't that better than the $800 fucking horse?
I think you should get the horse game instead and start horsing around. Get the horse game. You can play this with children. You can play with the roommate. Memory game.
we
Tell
can
them
play it on-
you're
we can play
you're
it on
getting
the live
old.
stream.
Your memory is getting bad. Get the game, Arch. It's Hermes game. What do you think? Steven, where is your $100 super chat in respect for Archie for letting you on the show? All panel members PayPal Archie $100 a week as a thank you for being on the show. Good point. Good point, Anthony.
Yeah.
I actually
got
quite
mine
like
in
that
this
horse.
morning.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Do you need to get a fucking Hermes horse? What's so special about a fuck? Tell me, Steven. It's just
What if you
ridiculous. isn't
go
it?
to eBay for Hermes horse, Arch? See what's on there.
You know what?
Oh,
There's
they go
nothing-
over $1,000. The secondary
Arch,
market.
there's
on
nothing
these
special
things.
about Hermes
I'd
horses.
be curious. Yeah. So in reality, 800 for
Nothing
the
special.
Hermes.
They're so overrated.
Are they or not?
They're so overrated. I'm telling you, it's bullshit. I love you, horse. I love you. You're the best horse. I love you. I love my horse. Yeah, they're overrated, Arch. They're not
Fucking
worth.
hell, I love it.
Yeah, they're
See,
not
puts
worth
the
it.
horse next to a booze bottle. That's the ticket.
There's a horse on the booze bottle.
Ooh,
It's-
this is what my roommate
purpose.
said. This is what this is what you should get, Arch. This one right here.
What is? Those are expensive.
It's Q's wife got this one. Q's roommate got this. This is how I met Q. I saw his roommate's bag and I was like, oh, it's amazing.
Is that 2 inches by? Like, it looks so small.
Yeah, it's small. It's a bag.
What a
font.
way
You
to
put
make
it in the
money,
bag.
I will say. Selling little
Yeah.
trinkets. I would never think Hermes made horses.
Yeah, it's genius. It's
The more you
genius.
know.
Hermes, they're fucking masterminds. They're masterminds. It's
I'm
all
sure
about
the
branding,
neck charms are more
cachet.
expensive than the plush.
You know,
You're probably
Hermes
right.
makes a bag this big, sells it for $5,000. It's the ultimate FU to poor people. I love
Yeah,
it.
see,
I don't even
Steven,
like
now
that.
you
To be honest with you, I don't even like this shit. You know this honestly.
Q's dad, $2. I own a factory that makes Hermes horses. I give you one.
Steven,
Tim,
you got to think
stop with
bigger.
this.
Oh,
You can have
Oh,
Rolex,
Trevor!
and you can have
Hey, Robert,
Holy
100. I got you.
There
Steven.
we go.
You
I
can-
bring
kids
the big
too.
bucks.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
What a legend! Boom! That just boosted us to 261, Arch. Actually,
Yeah, you might be able to
63.
get Stife now.
Yeah, let's get a Stife bear, a
Actually,
Stife
Steve,
horse.
Stife is actually quite reasonable compared
Pull it
to
up,
those
Arch.
fucking
Pull up a
Hermes.
Stife. Yeah, Stife is actually where the smart money's at
Yeah, that's the smart money as opposed to
because
the...
they use real natural materials. A Stife
Oh,
horse.
there's some
Pull it
good
up.
ones, actually.
Yeah.
$100.
Oh.
Arch, Google Stife horse.
You want me to pull it up?
Pull it up, Timmy. Of course. Pull it
Stife.
up. Pull it up.
Horse. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it out and pull it up. A Stife horse. Oh fuck. Let's open up their website. Stife USA. Let's see. Oh, this is not the
$24.
best
Yeah,
one.
that's a
Here we
struggle
go.
horse.
Let's get the
third
good
one's
one. Yeah, that one looks like. Look at this one. Oh, this is nice. You get a house with it. Look at that. That is cool.
You get
I
Punk
think
Rock
that
horse.
represents value. You got
Wow.
a degree of quality manufacture.
$89.
And
There's
it'll
nothing
go
wrong
right
with that
with
horse,
the bear.
is there?
It's fucking
right with the
beautiful.
bear.
Let me see what else. What kind of? Oh, they got. Look at this one too. This one looks nice. This one is sitting. Maybe sitting is better. It's a little bit more expensive too. This one is. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
I
that.
like that one.
It's a stallion. It could sit there with other toys. So
Yeah, with
cool.
the bear you got from London, Arch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right. That's a much better.
So cool. There's also a lion here. And look
You know
at
what it
this one,
is?
Arch. Holy shit. $600. You can ride it.
It's a rocking horse. I don't really
Yeah.
A
want to
rocking horse.
ride.
Hey,
that
if you're gonna get
fucker.
kids, look at this wolf. Holy fuck.
See, yeah, that's
Oh my
to Steven's point about
Whoa.
Rolex or kids. You gotta
Fuck.
think bigger. You can have Rolex and you can have kids, and then you can buy your kids things like
Look at
this.
this fucking
Oh my
bear.
God, Arch.
There,
Four
well,
$1,000.
And then watch them
Wow,
tip
this is
Fucking
what we
hell.
need.
Shit.
It's Bear. Look at
Now,
Bear.
this is a
Cheap as
fundraiser I
that
could get
Bear is
behind.
there.
Yeah.
This is
Look what
life
I got.
size.
Life size? No, for that money, you
What did
better.
you do with
This is
this
a
fucking
tribute to
thing?
Bear.
Yeah,
You're
just
almost
keep
afraid of it.
Wow.
Keep it in your room as a tribute to Bear.
This product is available for pre-order only. Holy shit.
I wonder how well balanced. Like, does it
Oh my
stay
God! Look
up
at the
pretty
giraffe.
well?
It's a life-size giraffe.
There's a life-size giraffe,
It better be.
59 inches tall.
Fuck.
There's a
That doesn't
polar
seem-
bear. There's
That's
a
not
lion.
life-size.
Huh.
A 50-footer.
What about a
Wow.
koala,
Now-
Arch?
Now you're talking.
Sheila with the koala. Look at the Sheila.
The elephant. Fuck
I
me
saw-
dead.
I saw a Sheila trying to pump gas into her car. She had no idea what she was doing. She kept walking around the pump. Took her 3 times to get it in the right way. We got a super chat from Thomas Burnett.
Thomas Burdett, £4.50. I bet. I put a bet on a horse to come in at 10 to 1. It did. All the others came in at 12.30.
Thank you. Thomas Burnett. So cool. All right.
Very, very cool.
So what do you think? A stiff? A stiff?
That might
Look
be
at
a
this
better way
bear.
to go.
Look at this bear. Rocking bear. Holy shit. There's some cool bears here. I like. Oh, look at this horse. Hey, we got Climax in the background. Hello, Climax.
Hey, Tim, I think this panel needs a little more diversity.
Good point.
Well, the impression's getting better.
What are you talking about, impression? Me.
It's real It's a real Climax.
Oh, sorry. I need to respond to the super chat.
Oh,
Very
God.
interesting. I tell you what, it's an expensive thing. Stephen, tell me this. As a young kid, you go for a ride in the truck. Did your dad do trucking or he was only in the office?
He was only in the office. He knows how to drive. Like I said, he was driving him as a young. But he had a if I wanted to, I can go in the truck. And my uncle drives a truck to this day. So my brother,
Yeah.
he used to be a driver, but now he's.
So how did you get involved in the Trump campaign? Like, did you know? How did you? You're a Republican.
Florida. He's from there.
What is it?
My brother is my neighbor is like best friends with Eric Trump. They went to the same high school, which was like a private high school, and they went to the same college together. And my brother is his best man at his wedding was my neighbor, who was friends with Eric Trump. So I had some strings that I pulled, and I got.
So you can't be mad at the Jared Kushner nephew. The only way you got in there was a little bit of nepotism yourself.
But
So with
Hey.
Hey, it's only nepotism
What goes
when it's
around
used
comes
against
around.
us.
yeah.
I
It's
didn't take anyone's job like he did. Like they told me that what was it? I can't even remember now. That the first
That's
one
the
was
beauty of
the
nepotism. You
second
let
one's the
other people
primary.
do all the work for you, then you come in and take the credit.
You know who was very anti-nepotism?
Who?
Adolf Hitler.
No way.
Yeah, because his uncle, his nephew wanted to get special. Then he turned and joined the Americans. That's how angry he was
Oh,
about
what
it.
a fucking dickhead. Hermes luxury. Everyone went to school with Trump's kids, it seems.
Oh, look, there you are with the memory game, Arch.
You need this memory game, I think.
Yeah.
This is a cool memory game. Look at this. It's fucking amazing. Look at that. You can play with your kids. They'll beat you at it, but it doesn't matter.
Hey, Tim, why are all the horses white?
No, there's some black horses. Let me show you. But there's only 15% of the black horses to white horses. Check this out. What do you think about this black horse?
It's quite lovely.
It is lovely.
Well,
Ooh, Ed McGowdy. McGaffey? McGaffey. 20 pounds.
£20. Buy when there's blood in the streets. Alpha Zero is faster than Ethereum or Sol. Has private smart contracts. Alpha Zero will be one of the best investments in the next crypto bull run, and it's insanely cheap right now.
And we become a crypto billionaires with Alpha
Crypto.
Zero.
Crypto fool.
Pull it
Crypto
up, Tim.
fool.
Pull up Alpha Zero. Pull it up. Oh, it's worth basically next to nothing. Let's see. Over past year, it went to $2. Then it dropped to 75 cents.
That
Alpha
could be
Zero.
a good use of
How
the-
much did you buy of this, Ed? How much Alpha Zero did you buy yourself? Tell us. Tell us, Ed. I'm curious to know. What do you think, Arch? Would you buy a horse or some Alpha Zero?
I never heard of this shit before. Have you?
It's the first time I'm seeing this shit. I don't even know what it is.
Hey, 75
I'll be back in 1
cents.
minute. Be back in 1 minute.
He's got 100K worth of Alpha Zero. That's nuts. That is nuts. But hey, man, that's insane. That's fucking insane. Congratulations, man.
So, Newbie, what's your story? I don't think we've heard much from you today.
I did
you
fall
know, he killed
quiet.
a couple of guys, then came on the show.
He was almost. Come on, he's been good.
It's good. It's cool. It's cool.
Appreciate it.
Sorry.
I don't have Trump stories. I figure I owe Archie what a Colorado looks like. All the truck talk. I don't think
you
he's
knew what a
figured it out
30-year
yet.
roof was. That was impressive.
Mhm.
Only because I've had to buy one, and it's not fun. And they say they last 30 years. They don't.
Well,
That's the gimmick. Actually, my wife got home. Here, I'll just walk then.
all right, come on, take us on the experiential.
Oh yeah, you want a journey?
Yeah, full screen, Tim.
Pull it up. Pull him up. Pull up Newbie.
I gotta
Hey,
make sure
Newbie.
the dog's been fed too.
Don't dox the dog.
Don't dox the dog. Tater tot.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell you're hanging out with your friends.
This was better than work, guys. So, hey, that's living.
Careful
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
he-
stairs. Who's that at the? Who's at the
Wife.
table?
Roommate.
The roommate.
Amazing.
Hey,
That's
wow, that's a
Tater
cute dog. I like your
Tater.
couches.
Come here.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Look at that ass.
Maybe.
So cute.
Let's see the Oregon view out that window.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's
You're
still
in
light.
Oregon?
Yeah, this is Oregon.
Wow.
Look at
Is
that
that a
deck.
Oh, wow.
Holy
Nice
Beautiful.
window.
what?
So
the-
yeah,
That's amazing.
Hey, this is beautiful. Who
Uh,
lives there? Fuck.
what do they
it's
call
beautiful.
it?
Newbie, Arch.
Newbie, man.
So they call that a juniper tree. Here, let me see if I can get
That's
closer.
a cool window, man.
They build stuff cool here. A lot of value in Oregon.
Holy
Yeah, that's
shit.
beautiful.
So
Do you have any neighbors?
What about those
or you all
Oregon
alone?
trails? Oregon trails. Did you participate in those?
that's why I moved here, mountain biking originally, actually.
Fuck. Oregon is best.
And let's see. I was going to show you what you ride on Oregon trails.
Oh, let's see your mountain bike.
Don't hate on the color. So,
Is
Oh,
that a
wow.
carbon frame bike?
Dual shocks.
yeah.
Is
Bronze
it carbon
Fuck.
frame?
carbon wheels too.
Hey, Arch, check this out. What do you think about this one? Let me show you. Look at this.
Ooh.
It's a wooden toy, Hermes
Fuck,
toy.
How
Wooden.
much is that?
That's a
Nothing
paperweight.
is cheap with these people.
I
is
don't
it?
know. I don't know. It's expensive. Q just got
Here.
this. You inspired
Gonna
him.
buy me one? Can Q buy me one?
No, why would he?
Tater or
No.
Arch, I'll show you what
Yeah,
a
I told him I'm
Colorado
gonna tell
looks
him
like
buy
in
me
the
one as
States.
well. Get me
I'll
one.
Going
take it.
outside.
I'd
Yeah,
love
let's see
one.
what this Colorado looks like, Arch.
Get 3.
They're not impressive at all.
Oh, the Chevy Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah, Steven, you know exactly what this is.
Dirk Diddler.
Dirk Diggler,
Whoa!
$2.
So-
Newbie is the Bronson or Tall Boy. Oh, that's a
Nice.
Bronco,
Bronson.
isn't it?
It's a bronze. That's the
Beautiful truck.
Colorado Arch in.
That's the
Wow, look at
Colorado.
those
That doesn't
trees.
look like a
This
Colorado.
is American fucking dream right there.
This
I
is
thought-
American.
Oh, I thought you had a
Colorado.
Silverado. Silverado's
Ooh,
the big one.
Oh,
that's Chevy.
Silverado's the midsize.
Wow.
Do you have any
It
neighbors,
is.
or you all out there by yourself? Oh,
Yeah.
I see the house.
They're there.
Far away.
Streets up there.
How much
It's
is
a
that
nice
house?
neighborhood.
How much is this house worth approximately?
Right now,
400,
probably
500?
900.
9 million?
900,000. What
Yeah,
state are
about
you
there.
in? That's fucking beautiful. You got a beautiful
Oregon.
house.
Oregon. Yeah.
Fuck,
Thank you.
you've got the
Oregon is a
life,
good
man. You
state.
fucking living the dream.
But
You
that's
need
the
a
Colorado.
Rolex.
You know what we got to do? We got to
You
get
gotta buy a
we got to
Rolex.
get we got to
What?
get a paint. We got to get a color consultant to help you with those horrible colors you choose, and you're set.
I didn't choose them. You think I chose these? These are disgusting. A good value in this place.
You need to
It's
get a
very
Rolex,
nice
though.
house.
Every man
thanks.
needs a Rolex.
Let's try to
Every
find
man
something
needs a
comparable.
Rolex.
Tim, why are
It's
you
on the
doxing
list.
him?
No, I'm not doxing him. Just looking for comparable properties. Oh, yeah.
Central
take a look
Oregon.
at this.
Yeah, it
Look
is.
at this. Holy
It's all about.
shit.
It's actually
Look at
yeah. You
that.
get a lot of California type prices here sometimes.
Holy shit. Dirk Diggler, $2. Newbie, is that Bronson or Tall Boy?
It is a Bronson. The CC, so the lighter carbon.
That's a good fixer-upper.
Bikes are fun.
Fuck. What do you reckon, Arch? Would you live in a place like this?
I like it. What's wrong with that?
Look
I
at
love
this. It's
America.
fucking
You know what? I
beautiful.
think that's the thing I can't understand is why anyone would want to live New York unless you're fuck. You could do it up. This has got potential. It's got
Yeah,
potential.
you can put a
you know what I
nice
mean?
patio here.
Exactly.
Well, that probably
Beautiful.
comes with a massive amount of land around it too. So
Look at the
you
view.
could
The
live.
view. Holy shit. You can see Mount Fuji from here. This is so fucking high.
Curious what that costs right there. What was the price on it?
It's nothing. Look at all the property you get with it.
I
You
think
get the
that was
hill, the whole
$399.
mountain.
Like 700.
400K. Nothing. It's
Oh,
cheap.
really?
It's
That's a good.
cheap.
Yeah, that's in the middle of
I
nowhere.
can trade my Daytona. Oh no, nothing. It's 40.
You got some questionable neighbors.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This one comes with
So
2 racist
that was
neighbors.
about
That's
what
not
my
too bad.
first place in Oregon looked like, and I tried to fix it up. I got all the brush away and then paved everything because that house was built by most likely a homesteader that moved here around 1900, and it's just that was the farm, and they've added on to it over the years. So the original structure is probably garbage or was
Love
built
this
by
house.
just some person, and then they added on to it. That's what you have to watch out for around here. That might
I
be
love
a
this house.
maintenance nightmare.
I love it.
Tim, why don't you fucking go
400.
there? It's beautiful,
I don't have the
man. You
money
know,
to
It
spend
is.
it.
Why
All
the
the
Yeah,
hiking, Tim.
if
if
you
you
work
weren't buying
digitally,
that
Never
stupid, if you
afford-
weren't buying that stupid fucking thing in Korea, you could have it. You and your roommate could have a fucking great life in America. That's what
Good
most
point.
people fucking do. You know this?
you gotta
Yeah,
you have to
what
get out of the
smart people
city
do.
or
Smart
find
out of the
smaller
city, man.
cities. Yeah, smaller towns.
Let's take a look at this one. Look at this arch. Oh my god, it's got the gate.
Cute little entrance.
Yeah, look at that.
Put it
Oh
up.
my god,
That's a 30-year roof there. In the
that's
traditional sense.
it.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's
no,
man. That's
flower
fucking
pot.
man.
Look
This
at
could be the
this.
fantasy. Fantasy. You could film. You could have a studio, man.
The
Why don't
YouTube
you fucking move
studio.
to a city like that? Why don't you move to a place like that?
YouTube
300,000.
dream.
Tell her to stop this stupid Korean fantasies and get her ass
Wow.
behaving like an American.
Look
I
at
think-
this arch. Oh
Hopefully
my
she's listening to the
god.
stream, Arch.
Tim,
Nice
if you
job.
sold a few Rolexes, look, just keep one Rolex. What would he keep? What would Tim keep out of his whole collection there?
Yeah, because
I reckon
how much?
keep the
How much is that?
Omega,
Dig a
and keep a
garden. You can
sub.
grow your own
Amiga
food.
and a sub. Sell the rest. That's your deposit, Timmy. Fuck it, man.
But
Come
I
on.
can never make. I'm retired. Oh, you can even have kids. Did you see that? There's a look at this. There's a personal playground.
Because you could get into that for about
Holy
$15,000. That's a down.
Fuck. Look at this arch.
Go for it, Timmy.
Oh my! This is magical. This is
Downsides
like a
I
magical.
see are the landscaping.
365.
Dude,
What the?
there goes every weekend you have in the summer.
Unless you get a riding lawnmower, right?
That had a bunch of bushes and
Yeah, good call.
oh,
Where is this? Let's check it out. What is
I'm
it
a
on the
city,
map?
don't
It's
listen
in
to
the
me when it comes to
town
landscaping.
of Ellendale.
Yeah, just
Ellendale.
fucking go for it, man. You'd love it.
Near Portland. It's like 30 minutes away from
so yeah,
Portland.
you pronounce that, yeah, Dallas, Oregon, and there's
Wait, how did you pronounce that, Tim?
Dallas. I was corrected. There's also the Dalles, Oregon, which is spelled almost identically.
It doesn't look as good in the Google Maps.
No, actually, Dallas is kind of a shit
I
area.
think
You
it's
wouldn't
a lot of
want to live
Photoshop that was used there.
there.
Tim,
Google
And
Bend.
looks like
Why
some
don't you
kind of a
fucking-
serial killer lived there with a van.
Google Bend. I live in Bend, Oregon. Bendor. You'll see that's a more on the up and up town. Because
I
even
don't know
in
if
Oregon,
I like this
you have
kind.
you have
Look,
towns that
by the
are
way, look-
across the country up and then not growing.
let's look at
and this
some
one-
the degenerates that live across the
Oh,
street here.
jeez.
Yeah.
You know what, you could fix one of those
Crack
Oh,
up.
I
house.
love
There's a
it.
crack house.
Crack
That
house.
kind of
There
looks
we
like
go.
the first house I bought when I moved here.
Yep.
And you
And
just fix
then-
it up over time.
Yeah.
And then who is this? Collecting. Someone is collecting.
Hoarder.
Hoarder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crack house. We got hoarder.
Then we
And,
got.
uh,
let's see
that one's
here,
being
who is this?
redone.
We got a Sheila.
What are they doing?
Divorcee. Angry divorcee.
Yeah.
Angry.
And you can see
Divorced.
because
And look
she
at
doesn't
that
do
cat.
anything
That
in the
cat
front
doesn't look
yard.
happy.
Yeah.
You think that cat looks
Oh,
happy?
there's a kid
living
there
here?
too. That kid looks like
Right.
he's about
Depressed.
to kick it or something.
Depressed.
So you want to hear a weird theory that
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
on
they
the
got a boat,
side
though.
of the mountains, it's different. It's different. You should need to look on the east side of the mountain, Tim,
The east side.
or the mountains, I should say. It's a
Oh,
whole
what was
range.
that? A landfill? Go back. Look at that. They got like a gate.
I think it's an empty lot.
No, right there where there's like a gate and a bunch of shit.
People are into some weird things around here.
This is cute. They do their own
Tough winters, I will
firewood.
say.
Yeah. Oh,
Timmy,
you're talking
this
what?
would be
Oh
fucking
yeah.
perfect.
What are they?
There's
could
someone
sell-
that's like.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
That's
part
the
of-
local meth guy.
yeah. Let's go here. I want to see what's
I love
here.
hometown America. I got to be honest with you. This is
You
what
love
I
this
love.
arch?
Yeah, hometown America.
Hey, you know what? This
What
looks
state
like
is this? What state are we in?
Oregon.
North
Oregon, this is
of California.
That's the local
Tim,
killer
good.
lives here.
Tim, Google the Bend, Oregon. Look at that town in a
Look at
similar
this
way.
place. I want to.
What is
You
that?
could.
Triangle.
That
this
is-
house.
Plant. They got like
That
a
was-
pyramid of poison ivy.
That was built by somebody just trying to live, probably in 1950.
Now, what is this house? This looks out of place.
Oh, it's probably newer, or they knew what they were doing and kept it up.
Those
Gotta
are
tell you
those
guys.
damn gentrifiers.
Interesting.
too.
Interesting look there at Oregon. I would love
Just
to
better
live some
parts.
next to some of those serial killers over there, Arch.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
What do you think, Timmy?
I think it's a great idea. What a great idea. Move out into suburbs and get murdered. That's a great plan.
The right suburb, though.
The right
Yeah.
suburb.
You go to
Yeah,
a nice
there-
suburb, Timmy. There's plenty of
Go to
nice
a nice
places in
suburb.
America around.
Expensive. I'm gonna wait for the housing market to collapse, and
It will.
then
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. By the way, are guns legal in Oregon, or is it same as
Yes.
California?
Yeah, it's a nationwide thing.
What do you mean? Or
Well, I
is it
guess
like
there's,
more like Texas, or is it more like California?
I think Oregon.
Is it-
I'm not sure. They might have limits
California's
on magazines
unique.
and things like that. But
Yeah, you're kind of more like Texas, I guess, if you got down to the individual.
I gotta tell you, actually, all
I
things
know
considered,
Washington just passed some type of.
fucking Oregon is
Because
probably
you're in
it.
PA, Tim, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Where in
All things
Pennsylvania?
considered, this is fucking
Philly?
beautiful. You know.
Go look at Bend. I'm telling you, and you'll see one like. I'm trying to think of an address, but you can
Timmy,
just
you should.
go
Timmy, you
zoom
should move
in.
to Scranton.
See it in the
Scranton's a
middle. Because in that
beautiful
green area, you just have all these woods, all of them, everywhere. And that's the mountains. And once you're over the mountains, it dries out.
Yeah, and it becomes a
Timmy.
desert, right?
Timmy, do you
Yeah,
reckon?
a high
You know what
desert.
I reckon you could do? Forget roommate, okay? She wants to get her Korean fantasy apartment,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which, just between you and me, I think it's the most stupid idea buying off the plan like
Dumb.
that. But hey, no one asked me for advice, so I'm not going to give it, okay? Why don't you, seriously, Timmy, sell,
Crater Lake.
keep your Speedy, and
Look at that.
keep your
Look at that.
Speedy, and keep your
Daytona.
subby.
Subby.
Sell the rest. Daytona, the Pepsi, all the hot shit,
What is that?
and you could
Looks like a
could buy a
crater.
fucking nice house in America, Timmy.
It's a Crater Lake. That was Crater Lake. Oregon is filled with these amazing
Portland,
places.
Oregon.
That was a
Yeah.
volcano that blew the top out and a lake
Blew.
filled in
Interesting.
the
Dead.
middle.
What an
It
amazing
blew
place.
look at the nature of this state. This is, man, when
It's
the
a cool
world
spot.
goes full on apocalypse mode, this is where I want to be. Look. Oh
So,
my
Stephen,
God.
you were
Look at
working
these
for Trump
Cyprus.
at the White House, or
No. This is when he was running for president.
Okay.
This is magical state. Absolutely. And there's Dallas.
So
in
you
Oregon.
managed to get a photo with Trump. Anything else you managed to get?
Well, I was there talking with them for a little bit, and we had our photo opportunities, but that was about it. I spent more time with his sons, Eric and Don Jr. I met Don Jr. once and had a conversation with him on the phone. But Eric was more like hands on with the offices.
Did you ever see that Kimberly Guilfoyle flitting about?
I think no, I don't know if he was dating her at the time. I think when I met Don Jr., he was alone.
So Eric Trump, he's in his late
He's
30s, I think, isn't?
Yeah, I think he's in his late 30s. He's the one who's married to the Laura Trump, who is not the most attractive of the Trump's girlfriends or
She's
wives,
still-
but
she's-
she was a
she's
nice.
She's still
Wow.
okay.
Opal.
Eric he doesn't have much of a sense of humor. I kind of made him uncomfortable a few times with some jokes.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
And-
what were some of the jokes that fell
It wasn't
flat?
it wasn't really even a joke. There was a cardboard cutout of Eric, and I can't remember what I said, but I made a joke about the cardboard cutout, and he just looked at me like his wife actually thought it was funny, but
I
Archie,
see.
this is beautiful. Look at this state. It's just
Timmy, what the
it's-
fuck are you doing
it's
staying in
magical.
Brooklyn, man? This is fucking America is one of the most
Holy
beautiful
shit.
countries in the world.
it's like
Fuck it, man.
unbelievable. What the fuck
Timmy.
am I doing? What the fuck am I doing, Arch?
What the fuck are you doing with your life?
What
You know
the
what, Timmy?
fuck?
Timmy, why don't you sell your entire collection, keep one sub and your Speedy, right?
Yeah.
And buy
Yeah.
a fucking house. Buy a house. Why don't you do that?
How do we do this? How do we do? I need a plan of action.
Okay, no,
Action
but-
plan.
Okay, how much are you paying in rent now?
1,500.
Okay, so if that's your if that's your monthly mortgage payment, you could get something really nice for around. You could borrow about $300,000. You put in 100. Timmy,
100. I don't
You
have
have
100.
60.
you're gonna sell all your watches off except for the Speedy and the sub.
But you could put
Okay.
down
I can't sell the
5%.
Speedy. It's not my Speedy.
Sorry.
I can't sell the Speedy anyways.
Why is that? What's wrong? I thought
It's not
his
my
was
Speedy to sell.
He was trying
Who
to
is
sell
it?
it to
Whose
me
Speedy
3
is it?
weeks ago.
What are you talking
I thought-
about, Hop?
You weren't trying to convince
What are
me
you
to buy
talking
the
about? No,
Speedy
I
off
wasn't.
you. Don't lie to me, Timmy.
Circular logic.
what are you
This is
smoking?
circular logic.
You had
Timmy,
half a
doesn't
bottle
matter.
of
I don't
wine.
care.
Where's
You've got
OC?
stuff to sell. Timmy, you keep.
Let's get OC
You
on.
keep.
Let's get OC
I thought
on.
you had a Speedmaster. Do you have a Speedmaster
do.
or you don't own a
I'm wearing
Speedmaster?
it right now.
Is that your Speedmaster or whose Speedmaster
Wait,
is
it's
it?
Community Speedmaster.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what, Timmy? You could buy a beautiful house in America. I don't know why you want to live renting, pay rent.
It
I
makes
wish
no
the-
sense. It makes no sense.
I wish
Timmy,
the
you
moon
didn't
phase.
say you had a line on a 3-2-1.
Hmm?
You didn't have a line on a 3-2-1.
Ooh, no. It's not, no. I decided that I'm
Indeed,
not gonna.
Chaz, mortgage applications usually require. But he's got a job. He's doing YouTube. He's got a business.
Yeah.
He's done taxes. He's got a good credit FICO score.
I got FICO.
You know what?
FICO score. Yeah.
Which state would you move to?
I got FICO score, not FICO score.
You know what, Timmy?
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking buy a house? This will make
Go
you
to
you'd be
Oregon.
happy. What's wrong with Oregon? I'd fucking love to
Oregon's
be there.
fucking. I'm in
I don't
want
want to be
Oregon.
in. Look, I'd
Start a
love to visit-
list. Start a list. Because you got some beautiful. I mean, it helps to stay around family too, Tim.
Mm.
His family
But,
doesn't talk to him. He's
Not
got
his
roommates.
family.
No, they.
Oh,
And
really?
roommates left her job, so you don't need to stay in New York. Why pay rent when that
When-
could be a mortgage payment, which would be owning your own house? She wants to buy. Look, this would be
Fucking
perfect.
sucks here. Let's be honest.
You can buy it. She can have a house in Korea, and you have a
Concrete
house in
jungle.
the US. What the fuck is wrong with that?
It's a good idea.
2 houses. You're a multi-property owner. Timmy,
Holy
Go
shit,
for it.
man! I'm in love. Hey, green room. Green room.
Hey,
Hey,
Hey.
green room.
Hey.
How about you and how about you fuck off to US? Let's move in together. We could start a media empire. We get 3-bedroom house, one
Well-
bedroom for you, one for me, one for a guest. Bam! We're gonna start an operation, a YouTube operation. We trade your Oyster Perpetual for a dungeon, and we start a life together. Green room, come on.
Yeah, I mean it's all done over the computer these days. You know, there's no need
It
for a
is,
physical location.
No,
not
but it's more
sounding well.
fun
You
working
okay?
You
together.
need that good internet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
More fun working together in person because we
Are
can
you
wake up
okay?
in the
You're sounding
morning,
a bit ill.
brainstorm.
You're sounding ill.
Oh well, actually, you see, no, I just hopped out of bed. I was going to go get a coffee and return with my latest offer, but I see that the show's ending soon.
Oh, we got time
Tell
for
us
an
the offer.
offer.
Tell us the offer. Please tell me the offer.
Shrew needs to get some type of caffeinated beverage first. You'll be 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
We could always carry it over on Timmy's stream, can't we,
Yep.
Timmy?
We'll keep the conversation going on my stream.
By the way, the horse fund. We
Oh, yeah,
decided
what
to
happened
buy
with
a
that? What
Kmart
happened
horse.
to
We
that?
decided to buy instead of getting
Kmart.
Hermes,
No,
we decided
no.
to get Kmart. You know
Archie,
Kmart?
you need that Hermes horse. No.
You need-
No.
You can't settle. You need to buy my horse, not just regular horse.
You're not selling your horse. Your wife said no. Roommate said
I'm-
no.
I'll do it.
I'm
Well, she's
getting
not looking.
coffee. I'm getting coffee. I'll be back.
Okay, he's coming back. That's good.
Buy the horse only if you can get it at retail.
I'm not buying the horse. They can't even order the horse, Timmy. It's expensive. These are expensive
insane.
things. You know that? Crazy.
These are not cheap
Right.
things, Arch. Turns out that these things are not cheap. I didn't realize.
Hey, Timmy, you know where you could find a cheap house still on the East Coast? You ever look at Centralia, Pennsylvania?
Centralia. No, I don't want to
That-
be on the East Coast. Fuck
that-
the East Coast. I want
They
to go
made
to
the
West
movie
Coast.
Nothing But Trouble based off of that town. with John
Arch,
Candy.
you ever heard of
It's-
Centralia, Pennsylvania?
No.
It's actually a town that's been on fire for the last, I don't know, was it 100 years? The coal mines have been
Yeah,
burning
since
there.
the coal mines.
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever
this-
see the
yeah, I
movie
heard-
Nothing But Trouble with John Candy and Chevy Chase?
Yeah, where they're lighting the lawns.
Yeah, with the those like 2 mutants and the judge. Dan Aykroyd's the judge,
Yep.
and he has a fake nose that he puts on. That's about
Why does
that.
he put on a fake nose?
Because he's like just grotesque, and it's a real weird movie. Real weird. The more I think, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I'm gonna have to give that one another watch.
Very
Timmy,
interesting.
I need to link to your show, don't I?
Yeah, you probably should. That would be preferable, recommended.
How many subscribers your channel have, Timmy?
6,000.
Not many.
Not
6,000
many.
is still a great effort, but that is fucking
trying
hard
my
to
best.
get 6,000. That's a lot of
It's
effort.
grind.
That's episode 558, Timmy.
I had one channel or one video go viral. I have 24,000 now, but I don't do shit with my channel.
Subscribers?
Yes.
You're a fiker, man.
What sort of thing did you do?
Shooting videos, gun videos, things like that.
Wow.
Oh, so you're a gun glutton? I meant
am,
to ask
yes.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Hence the Trump mania.
Yeah.
558, Timmy. 558, Timmy.
1 second. Let me just double check here. Just click that. Click this link, and then 558. Correct.
So, Steven, they still let you monetize the channel? I heard they really screwed over all the gun guys.
I don't know. I've never made a single penny off my videos, which I never even like applied to like become monetized. I started YouTube back when I was like 2010 maybe. I started on YouTube, and it's always just been like a fun hobby. Mainly, I made my YouTube channel just to troll people, and then I wanted to make videos and things like that. So I started, and most I ever had was 3,000 subs, and then one video like almost had 8 million views.
Yeah, I
and then
see
brought
that.
me
The cult 1908 vest gun video, 7.8 million views.
That one video brought me like 20-some thousand subscribers.
I need videos like that. Except I don't do videos.
Wait, and you just took it on your iPhone, right?
Took it on my iPhone in the backyard.
America.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do with my channel. I deleted like 90% of the videos at one point, thinking I was done, and then that was before my channel got the all the subs. So now I don't even really care about it. I think maybe sometimes I should, so I can try to get some of that free money, but I have no clue what I can do.
Well, what if you started live streaming shooting in the backyard?
Well, I no longer live in Pennsylvania, so I can't. I don't have the luxury of just going.
That's
out
gonna
in the
demonetize. I don't think you're allowed to
to
shoot guns on the live stream.
Plus, I think there's like all the weird algorithms and things like that, where it's like you're kind of shadow banned, like because that one video was a short and it went crazy, and I tried to like copy the same style. And
Hey, sell your channel to the green shroom. Give it to the green shroom.
Yeah.
Undercut the competition.
Arch, how cool would it be if you take shitters and like line them up and then start shooting them? That'd be amazing.
Hey, that's exactly it, man. That's the way to. That's the feeling, spirit we want there. I gotta tell you guys, the Kmart horse. What's wrong with Kmart? Can I ask you that?
I don't know if they exist anymore. Did they all get liquidated?
We still got Kmart in Australia. You know that? Kmart.
Yeah, good to hear
Kmart.
it survived.
Kmart.
Good to hear. I remember shopping at Kmart when I was there, but they've died out in America. No, I don't think they have any left. Sadly,
It's kind of sad, isn't
it's
it?
Target. So we have Target. Which
They
I
were
think
so popular in the 80s, weren't they? Kmart. Was. Remember they had the blue light sale. Remember the blue light sale? Ding,
Blue
ding,
light
ding,
savings.
ding. Blue light sale.
Boom, boom, boom.
And you'd race to a different part of the store. Sometimes it was something you wanted or something you didn't want. They had a blue light sale. Remember that?
Yeah.
Sounds
yeah,
like,
I think they stopped here because we all ran each other over after a few.
Sounds like safety hazard. Safety.
That's what it
hazard.
became. Yeah, that's what it turned into.
My friend used to work in the garden department there, and everything was dead. It was funny, like all the flowers that he was supposed to be looking after, everything in the whole garden department was just dead. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. That's my friend who lost his virginity in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, he was a gardener.
Yeah, for Kmart, and he literally killed everything in their garden department.
Yeah, so he wasn't a gardener.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He wasn't even trying to kill him.
Killed things.
So awful that everything died.
Mind you, it's pretty hard to the plants when you got artificial lighting, and that's hard to get them to prosper.
Some of these flowers are so fickle. Fickle
fuckers.
yeah.
Peter picked a fickle fucker.
You know, they
Peter
want
picked a fickle
plant
fucker.
food. They want water.
Yeah.
They want sunlight. Like, just get the what?
They want you to talk to
Yeah.
them nicely.
Yeah. They want
Talk
the
to
bee.
them
Wanna see
nicely.
the
Don't be
bees.
nasty.
Aww.
It's got to be the equivalent of being a fish in a Kmart.
You want to
you
see
can
my
buy
flower?
the
You want to see
fish-
my
the
flower?
fish
Here, I'll show
swimming.
you.
Yeah, all the dead fish that just float around in those tanks.
That's what happened with my flower. It gave up.
That's a shame.
It's like it's gonna focus. It's gonna focus.
Yeah, all my rose bushes are doing horrible, but it's probably because it's been like
There you go.
103 degrees every day.
It looks burnt.
Yeah. Tim, did you smoke that?
I don't know what happened to it. It's so picky.
I think you picked all the buds off of it and smoked it, if you ask me.
Looks like a cactus.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Can you grow weed in Oregon? Is that legal?
Yeah, you can.
Oh god, that's awesome.
That's why I said it was becoming the Netherlands of the Americas, if you will.
You can't beat that, Timmy. You could grow weed in your backyard.
Yeah.
A forest.
Grow weed, smoke. Oh man, I can imagine.
Oh, I have a funny story
Let's
actually
fucking go.
about.
Oregon sounds like the spot. The spot. The spot, guys. Let's go.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody. So my neighbor, he was going to grow it on his
Smoking weed and
yard,
talking watches.
but he rented, and his landlord said, "Well, hey, what are these?" And made him get rid of them. And he's like, "Well, they're gonna just die." So I said, throw them out by the fence. That's fine. And that shit grew and took off like crazy, without anything. I mean, so much so where you're like, it's smelling. What the? And by the, then I come home from work one day and it's gone. Somebody had hopped the fence and just stolen it. So
Joking.
not at
Thomas
all. Not
Burnett.
at all.
Super chat.
Thomas Burdett, there we go there, Thomas. Thank you for your support. Thomas Burdett, £4.50. Forget the Kmart horse, Hermes all the way.
Gotta go for the Hermes, guys.
Okay, guys, we're going to change over to Timmy's channel. I'm going to come over soon to say hello to Timmy.
Cool.
Guys, it's been a great. I like.
Thanks for letting me join. This is cool.
It's okay.
Hey, it is I got to tell you,
Good to have
Newbie.
some new blood.
That's where.
Cheers,
Hop on
boys.
Smash. You don't see that as what you should be doing, man. Look at his fucking house there in the woods and
amazing.
Arch, I hear you. The
You can
problem
make that
is,
anywhere. Yeah.
I can only work in New York or LA if I want to stay in the field I'm in.
That's tough.
And I'll take New York over LA.
There are no fields in New York. What are you talking about, huh?
I'm not retired yet,
and
Timmy.
Steven, you're living the dream as well, man. You're living the dream. You got everything happening.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with
Amelia Island's a beautiful place.
Yeah, I live near the beach. I try to go as often as I can, especially when right now things are a little slower than I'd like. But I mean,
Tell
more
me
beach
this:
time.
would you buy $1 million boat?
No, absolutely
Why not?
What's the most you'd spend on a boat?
If
you never want one.
I don't even think I would.
That's
If I
the
wanted to
key.
go on a boat,
No
I
need.
would just pay somebody to let me go on their boat.
Your parents loved you, but it must have been amazing when they first got it, Bart.
It was more fun when I went and with my wife and our friends to party, and that was when I had my first Rolex. We went up to party at Cape May.
What was your first? This isn't your first Rolex?
No, my first Rolex was a similar. It was the tapestry dial. It was like a 1991 date.
What happened to that watch?
It was really just in rough shape, so I traded it for like an Omega, with the Omega Aquaterra with the day and the date function. And then my second Rolex was the same date, just 41, only the silver dial, stainless steel. But I like two-tone. I just felt it was appropriate for my new lifestyle down here in Florida. Tommy Bahama and my town car in Florida.
It's just so cool, man. He's living the dream, Timmy. Timmy's living
the
dream.
dream in Florida.
Okay, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. Continue raising for the horse.
The horse.
Continue raising for the horse, and we will see you tomorrow, guys.
Great show, Arch.
Tough market, isn't it?
Fuck me dead.
By the way, don't fuck off that new guy. You know, his old man. Those Teamsters, they're fucking vicious bastards. Okay, just be careful what you say around him. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, there when I saw he was living in
And
the woods.
that other guy,
the
man,
other guy
he's got no
gun
color
nut.
sense. You see that? Fuck
Yeah.
me dead. 1975.
It's hard, Arch.
I
Hard.
think Bear's
start
gonna
asking
smash his phone when he sees this stream.
We gotta I gotta tell you, Hoppy, we gotta keep the pressure on there. That's amazing to find out little tidbits. Can you believe that? The guy actually was on the Trump campaign. Can you believe that?
Amazing. That's why you gotta let me grab those little nuggets and pull them out.
Yeah, that was a great nugget, wasn't it?
Take care, fellas.
Yeah, it was a great show there, guys. And I gotta tell you, you know, this is what happens in life there. Sometimes some people get the Hermes horse, some people get the Kmart one. You got to decide which one do you want.